So here we go. There it is. Okay, guys. I have gone through this footage about once. Yes, Camarillo. Yeah, we're going to Camarillo. What's up, Cessna? So I went through this footage. I have a condensed version of this that takes the entire flight, condenses it down to about 24 minutes of just the radio calls. Hey, what's up, Ernie? Good evening. So it's a pretty tight 25 minutes just radio calls, but I obviously had to go through and go through all the footage to edit it down to get that. So I have listened to a lot of this. I haven't gone through and watched it in real time because a lot of that is like scrubbing fast forward. I can see when I hit the button to make the radio call, and then I just go back a little bit and then speed up everything out. Just like editing, but I can fast forward and because I can see when I hit the radio. So it makes it a little bit easy to isolate the radio calls. So this is the first time that I've actually gone through and watched this footage in real time as it happened, and there's some really there's some weird stuff that happens in here, and there's some stuff that at the time I really wasn't sure of and wasn't happy with, and then later after talking with a few people, my CFI, Brad, some other people, that the decisions that I made were fine, and it worked out okay. I know, Ernie, thank you, and thank you guys so much to everybody that listened and watched online. Hey, what's up, RC? Like, unbelievable support, you guys. Like, I have obviously was very focused on the flying. I think I was able to post one picture when I got to Camarillo as I was waiting, which you'll see that madness at Camarillo. Excuse me, but thank you to everybody. Brad for being at John Wayne. He met me there, took some pictures of me taking off, which were absolutely phenomenal. This was one of them, actually. Unbelievable shot that Brad got here. This is super cool. Kim, what's happening? Good morning to you. Here's another one. You can see the GoPro mount in the window there. My fat head chilling there. And this one, you can definitely tell it's me. And this picture was very weird to look at, not only because the plane doesn't have the wheel pants, so these tires look gigantic, but that is me. And it's so weird to see me in an airplane all by myself flying. It's really crazy. Yeah, Ernie, it was a crazy line up in Camarillo. It was totally crazy. Yeah, MJ, this is again showing off the ray tracing capabilities. Yeah, so unbelievable pictures by Brad. Brett took some awesome videos and pictures at the restaurant with his wife. They took a motorcycle out to the restaurant and watched me come in and take off, which is super awesome. Verdi, how's it going? Good day to you. So that was super awesome. And Grau Adler was at the departure end of the runway a little bit more and taking pictures and some video there, which was just freaking awesome. Yeah, it was just super awesome for you guys to want to follow along to that extent, and it was. I mean, it sounds kind of corny, but trust me, it was very that flight did. It was very stressful. It was like an emotional thing in a way, and to see you guys be so interested in it was really cool to land and kind of be unsure about a few things, and then get on the ground and see that you guys were following to that degree, and made me feel a lot better about the flight in general, as well. So again, thank you to everyone that followed along. It was awesome. White Lake, how's it going? Understand that whenever you fly close to me, I'll take my bike out wherever you are and take pictures. Arnie, I appreciate that. That's awesome. Okay. That's probably not what I wanted to show. Let's Inception time here. Yeah. All right. So here is the footage. Very trippy. Yeah. Everything goes very smoothly up until it's time to take off. So I'll let this play, and then I will stop it when I'm about ready to take off, where things get weird at that point.
We are all set.
And let me know how the audio sounds as well.
Hey, what's happening, everybody? I'm Bill, and we're in the real 444 Foxtrot Golf at John Wayne, and I'm about to do my first solo cross-country flight, John Wayne to Camarillo. We're going to go special flight rules up northbound at 4,500 and coastal route southbound at 5,500. Weather's looking good, plane is looking great, and we are ready to do this.
What's up, 99?
Hi, John Wayne, ground Kinger 410, Mike Charlie, clear 20 right, echo for ACI.
Kinger 410, Mike Charlie, John Wayne ground, test the ACI, the Alpha.
Coffee, good evening, sir.
Alpha 0, Mike Charlie.
Hey, Nightbot.
Okay, mixture looking good. We've got John Wayne Camarillo in here. Let's get this cleared up. Let's go to COM2, and we want 126.0.
Okay. So notice I go to COM2.
Aviation aircraft contact clearance will every prior to taxi. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information.
Yeah.
We're back.
Wiley, it was crazy.
John Wayne Airport ATIPS information. Quebec 18530. Wind calm. Visibility 10.
Yeah, I mean, I had everything in the back as backup. Charts, Navlog. I showed them both.
Altimeter 3026. Visual approach is
Maverick, good evening. Yes, yeah, this is the cross country.
Departing runway 20.
It gets a little bit spicy here before I take off.
Intentional aircraft.
Probably didn't.
Northern California available on
Cool,
Taiwan.
awesome, Chris.
Fly.
Affirmative right turn 220, and we're executive hangars.
98 Romeo, readback is correct on the ground.
Good day.
Right on, Coffee. Good to hear. Chris.
John Wayne clearance. Good morning. Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf with VFR departure request.
Cherokee 444 Foxtrot Golf, driver clearance.
Hey, looking to pick up radar services northbound to Camarillo. We have information Quebec. We'd like to transition the Bravo via the special flight rules at 4,500.
All request.
Okay. Avionics transponder.
You said special flight rules?
Yeah, affirmative. That looks good, actually. Maybe a little bit. There we go. Confirm that. We'll go to
Cherokee 4 Foxtrot Golf on departure terminating 220.
No, I was ready to go.
VFR at or below 2,400. Departure frequency 125.35. Squawk 0223.
0223. On departure, flight heading 220 at or below 2400. Departure frequency 12535 and squawking 0223, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Cherokee 4 Foxtrot Golf, readback correct. Verify information Quebec. You got Dove Street.
Yeah, we got information Quebec and we are at Dove Street, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
Ground when you're ready. Who else called ground? Or
That's Tony, right there, pre-flighting
request.
with the student.
2 2.
That's 363
3.
Sierra Papa.
Alt. We're good. Okay.
But yeah,
Contact
Chris,
ground when
Okay,
we're
this is
ready.
0 Hotel
I
Foxtrot.
wasn't
You
nervous
said
at this point,
L71, where's that at?
but I get nervous very quickly
20.
once we get to
8.
down to
Do you want
Charlie.
340 or 220 departure?
So that's Tony
and,
walking
ACI
across
is
the
that
nose
blue
right
hangar.
there.
You can taxi via Alpha.
The blue hangar at the end of... Oh, I see it. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. All right, now we're clear. Let's check our brakes. Looking good. All right, taxi time, nice and slow. Follow the center lines. Tony has a student flying today, so he is
See him waving.
here this morning.
Hello, ground scout 3668, gate 3 with information. Quebec, ready push.
What's up, Ghost Killer? Yeah, why not? There's nothing saying you can't.
Sky 3668, John, you're holding gate. I gotta get you a flow time. Give me just a second.
Roger, wait.
Okay, stand by. We need a little voice meter banana reboot here. Okay. Yeah, nothing like a Windows update to
Charlie ground, Archer
screw with
444
everything.
Foxtrot Golf at Dove Street. Request taxi to midfield run-up.
444 Foster Golf, John, ground, hold position. I'll call you right back.
And ground horizon 2709, clearing at Echo, holding short of Alpha.
Horizon 2709, John, ground, Roger, hold short of Alpha, say gate.
Holding short of Alpha and going to gate 12 today, horizon 2709.
There's 220.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous day out today.
Sky 3668, release for departure at 34, voided 37, time now 26.
Verity, I
Push
agree.
approved,
I
time
thought
now.
I was going to stick with paper
Push approved,
too,
tail north, Sky
but
3668.
Scratchpad's awesome.
So bring a rag for the iPad.
Yeah, Ghost Killer, I've heard that some DPEs ask you how you will be flying because they want to see how you're going to actually be flying the airplane. So if you're an iPad flyer,
Horizon 2709,
they want to see how you're going to
taxi via
fly
Alpha
when you're actually
to
out
gate
there.
12.
Alpha to gate 12,
It's
horizon
pointless to,
2709er.
you know,
Or 4
show
Foster
them.
Golf, hold for the Embraer, caution jet boss, then taxi to midfield run via Alpha.
Okay, we'll hold for the Embraer, taxi to midfield run-up via Alpha 444 Foxtrot Golf. John ground, Skyhawk 348 Mike Echo at Dove Street for the midfield.
Yeah, exactly, RC.
348
Yeah,
Mike
it's
Echo, John
about
ground,
what you're going to
follow
actually be
4
using.
Foxtrot Golf coming out Dove Street, taxi to midfield run up via Alpha.
Pine Foxtrot Golf to the midfield via Alpha 8 Mike Echo.
Yeah, you definitely have to show
Runway
like
ground, Cessna 414 Mike Echo.
that you know
just
what the
out
charts,
of, 20 left
like
at
you know how the
Charlie,
charts
request
work.
taxi to ACI.
Our 414 Mike Echo, John Wayne ground, hold for the Embraer, caution jet boss, then taxi to ACI via Alpha, use caution for opposite direction Cherokee and a Cessna.
Roger, hold for the Embraer, and then we'll use caution for the other traffic from Mike Echo and go to ACI via Alpha.
Our 4 Foster Golf, use caution for a Cessna, it'll be opposite direction.
Okay, we'll be looking for him. We'll be on the right side for Foxtrot Golf.
Thank you. All right, Mike Echo, use caution for opposite direction.
Hey, what's up, Iowa?
ACI.
Looking for him on Alpha 8 Mike
Actually,
Echo.
that reminded me, Iowa. I think we've got chatbot turned off since it's
Okay,
kind
look
of
at
an
this guy, plenty of
audio
room on the right here.
heavy.
This is a big ass taxiway.
Yeah, covered in the oral. Yeah, you may not even need the paper charts, but like have a navlog filled out, show that you know at least conceptually. I mean, you still need. It's the same concepts on the iPad. You know, same plotter, same direction, same symbols. It's just a different way of displaying it.
All right, so we're not going to play chicken with this guy and just let him go.
At John Wayne, if there's opposite direction GA traffic, they have you get over to the right side, because the center line is for the 737s, and there's this guy was, I thought, going to be coming down the opposite direction, but he ended up just staying there. So I didn't have to. He was waiting. But it's such a huge taxiway that
150 Hotel Foxtrot, John Wayne ground, taxi to midfield.
GA wise, it's opposite direction.
My ground citation 100 Charlie with Quebec, upper Atlantic.
Okay, run up, brake set, seatbelts good, cabin doors and windows.
100 Sierra Charlie.
B. Jordy, definitely the Mini. I tried the normal.
Primer in
Alpha Hotel Charlie, Hold short of Lima.
Check the pressure.
0 right, 100 Sierra Charlie.
Mixture rich.
Central aircraft, Mission Quebec's ground altimeter 3024, wind 2803, Quebec.
Yeah, 99, very comfortable.
Let's get it up to 2 grand here.
Yeah, B. Jordy, the regular iPad goes to, like, the width of it
Everything's green.
is the width of the yoke. Like, it
Good
goes
drop.
from here to there. It's way too big. And I wanted it to be
drop.
mounted on the yoke. Because I'm pretty tall,
Okay,
so I didn't
looks
really want
good.
it on my legs, and I didn't want
Good.
the iPad to interfere with the yoke, which it would have. But yeah, 99. I'm comfortable at this point, but
Trim is
when I get to
good.
the runway for
Idle's
departure,
good.
I get very
Pressure,
uncomfortable.
1,000.
What's up, Brett?
Okay. All right, so we got ground in there on 1, and we're ready to go.
Charlie ground, Archer 444, Foxtrot Golf, ready to continue.
Our 4 Foxtrot Golf, runway 20 left, taxi via Charlie Kilo.
Charlie Kilo to 20 left, 444, Foxtrot Golf.
Yeah, for backup, like I have both sets of charts, and I have my phone as backup. So if the end I have all of my notes for every frequency and nav aid that I need
Our 98 Romeo,
for the
runway
planned
20 left,
flight.
taxi via Charlie Kilo.
So I've got like four backups plus the GPS.
Just confirm that was 98 Romeo, 20 left via Charlie Kilo.
Affirmative for 98 Charlie.
Yeah, time. This setup is
No
awesome.
traffic right now. This is sweet.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
98 Romeo, 20 left via Charlie and Kilo.
Thank you.
So again, we are departing, heading 220. We're
Our
restricted
4
to
Foxtrot Golf, contact tower 12618.
1268, 444, Foxtrot Golf, we'll see it.
Our 98 Romeo, contact tower 12618.
99. I have it. This is my first flight, but I did pull out the chart at some point in this flight.
Okay, there's tower.
So,
right, Whiskey 253.
a little bit, but this is the first time I've actually flown with it. Okay,
68.
and this is where it gets not good. And there's going to be, I guarantee you, I was hesitant in showing this because I guarantee you there's going to be a bunch of debate on whether or not what I end up doing was
Pretty
appropriate
quick
or
here.
smart.
That is empty.
I checked with
Nothing on final. That is rare.
Tony, my instructor, checked with, a couple other people, and I feel like I did make the right decision, or I felt like I made an okay decision.
3444 Foxtrot Golf, Charlie Tower, runway 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff, right turn on approved.
Clear for takeoff 20 right at Kilo 444 Foxtrot Golf.
3444 Foxtrot Golf.
Okay, so right away you can see what I made an acceptable decision. Yeah. Okay, so here's what happened. So I got my clearance and my ground frequency done on COM 2. And I have COM 1 up here on the 430 programmed for tower, which I just planned as 19.9, and the departure frequency, so 12535, I think is what it was. The last time I did this flight, I was sent on 20 right because you're making a right turn, and instead of having you cross over the runway on departure, they just had me depart from 20 right. When John Wayne is not busy, 126.8 is the default frequency. 119.9 is 20 left, and 126.8 is 20 right, and both if it's not busy. So that's kind of like the one frequency. So number one, I had the experience of taking that right turn on from 20 right. I was on 126.8 even though it was really slow, so there was a possibility that I could have been on 20 right. And he clearly says, I mean, listening back to it here, he clearly says 20 left. But I, because of those two factors, kind of got in my own head and thought, like, was it left or right? Now, if he said right, it would have been cross 20 left at kilo, hold short. Like, there would have been more to that. But I thought I read yes, I did. I read back 20 right, exactly. So I read back 20 right. Now, that confusion actually ends up saving a lot. The controller didn't catch that for a very good reason. So again, I get 20 clear to take off 20 left. I get confused and I read back 20 right due to a couple of factors. I am now unsure of myself and I want to confirm now what I thought I heard, because I know I read back 20 right and I was like, wait, did he say left or right? So instead of just going, I checked again. I asked, because I was not sure. I'm not going to cross that line until I'm absolutely positive if there's any question that what he said was correct. So I don't move.
We're clear to cross 20 left, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
668 German Charlie, Lima cross runway 20 left.
See, I'm confused now, and now he's not talking
Lima
back.
Cross 20 left, hold short, 20 right, Skywest,
Right.
668.
Hey, John Wayne Tower, Archer 4 Foxtrot Golf. Are we cleared for left or right?
Very confused, right? Nothing.
Hello? John Wayne Tower, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf. Just to confirm, we're cleared to take off 20 left at kilo.
Air 4 Mike Tango, you're number 2 following the sensor traffic 2 mile final 1,300. They're doing a low approach, runway 20 right, clear line.
20 right, clear land, 4 Mike Tango.
Exactly.
4 Foxtrot Golf, Joe, Ontario up.
See?
Yeah, we're 20 left, correct, 4 Foxtrot Golf?
I'm starting to get antsy. I'm like kind of getting my 8 by bombs.
John Wayne Tower, Archer 4 Foxtrot Golf.
If that's 4 Foxtrot Golf, your radio is unreadable.
Yeah, there's
Damn.
5 planes behind me.
4 Foxtrot Golf, Joe, Ontario, are you up?
Yeah, we're here, 4 Foxtrot Golf. How do you hear me?
Wayne Tower, Berlin's 888 Hotel Delta, direct.
Oh, this is painful how long this is.
888 Hotel Delta, Joe, Ontario, fly direct Mile Square Park, and then enter a right base for runway 20 right.
Right Square, right base for 20 right 8 Hotel Delta.
4 Mike Tango, traffic at your 10 o'clock and a mile on the left base for the parallel Cherokee 400.
4 Mike Tango looking. Tower 348 Mike Echo checking in northbound on Charlie.
Cessna 348 Mike Echo, John Tower, Roger.
Tower, this is 98 Romeo. I can hear something that sounds like he's trying to transmit, but it's all garbled and unreadable for 44 Foxtrot Golf.
4698 Romeo, John Tower, Roger.
Okay, so now is decision time right here. Now I'm like,
he can't hear me either.
son of a bitch. Like,
John Wayne Tower, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf. How do you hear me?
Sky 3358, visual 20 right.
3358, John Tower, runway 20 right, continue traffic wheel in position.
I'll continue,
Okay.
Sky 3358.
Sky 3660.
okay, so here is my thought process right here. I'm trying to troubleshoot what possibly could be going on here. Now, the plane was down for 3 weeks getting this panel that I'm touching right now replaced because the push to talk was stuck on at some point. So Yes, exactly, Ghost Killer. And because of that confusion about which side I was cleared to take off from, I called back and tried to confirm and didn't get a response. So now I am trying to troubleshoot, like, hey, maybe I just have something turned down. So, the plane has only done a couple of flights since it had the new audio panel put in. Maybe someone turned the volume down or something weird. But at this point, I'm thinking, I was just using COM2. Let me just use COM2. So let me contact him in COM2. Now this is, and I'm going to, this is really, really difficult for me to say to you guys, to say to anyone, just like to put it out there. But this is like a learning moment, and, just to tell you what my thought process is here. What you're about to hear is super embarrassing for me to have, one, done, and to, number two, share it with people. So I am very flustered at this point. I want to do this frickin' flight. I'm super excited. It's gorgeous out. The plane feels great. I'm ready to go. COM1 is not working, but I know COM2 is working. So I switch over to COM2, and instead of saying, hey, John Wayne Tower, can you hear me now? Or like frickin' anything. I ask to confirm if we're cleared to take off from 20 left. And I know you guys have a good time listening to the Pilot Edge controllers get a little spicy every once in a while. This is what it's like when real air traffic controllers get really annoyed with you and you say something stupid to them.
8. Line up 18 traffic on that 8 mile funnel.
Clear by the Citic, submitting 3000 and 20 right, light up and wait, Scout 3668.
Cap 439, turn right heading 220, maintain VFR at below 2400.
Right heading 220 VFR at below 4000. Say again, please, altitude.
Seven Air 2, 4 Mike Tango, turn right, hotel, kind of ground.
4 Mike Tango, right at hotel, then ground.
Skywest 3668, runway 20 right, clear for takeoff.
20 right, clear for takeoff, Scout 3668.
Hey, John Wayne Tower, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, how do you read?
Turkey 444, Foxtrot Golf, John Wayne Tower, 5 by 5. How do you hear?
5 by 5 for Foxtrot Golf.
Mesquite 253, just make one left 360.
Left 360, Mesquite 253.
Okay, so maybe I did say that. Okay. All right. I did say that. That's right. Okay. The next part is what was bad. This was bad.
You're supposed to enter a right base, but just make a left 360.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Left 360, Mesquite 253.
And 8 Hotel Delta, continue flying to Mile Square Park and maintain at or above 1,700.
Above 1.7, 8 Hotel Delta.
Okay, John Wayne Tower, just to confirm, clear for takeoff 20 left, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
34 Foxtrot Golf, negative.
Verify we're clear to land, Scars 3358.
Scars 3358, affirmative, runway 2 right, clear to land. Thank you. Cap 439, radar contact, say altitude.
1,800, Cap 439.
Cap 439, contact SoCal departure.
SoCal approach, Cap 439.
Turkey 444 Foxtrot Golf, John Wayne Tower, fly runway heading. I will call your right turn, runway 20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff.
20 left at Kilo, clear for takeoff, fly runway heading. We'll wait for your right turn for Foxtrot Golf.
7 Air 4698 Romeo, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 left at Kilo, line up and wait.
Okay.
Line up and wait. 98 Romeo.
That was painful.
5253, cross over the control tower at or above
Yeah, new pilot, it could have been.
left traffic.
It wasn't that bad.
Directly over the control tower at or
All right.
above 1,300.
Okay, lights, camera.
There was a guy behind me. There was a jet right here.
Or left
And then
traffic,
this guy.
runway 20 left.
Action.
Yeah, that wasn't. It could have been worse. I think I oversold that. I felt like.
Everything is in the green.
5253, actually just enter a right base for runway 20 left.
Airspeed is alive.
Runway
I
20
feel better
left,
now,
Mesquite
having listened to that and just
8 Hotel Delta,
done that in front of you
control tower
guys.
At above 1,300 for left traffic, runway
Yeah.
20 left.
Yeah.
Box
Okay.
1.3 for the left, 8 Hotel Delta.
Citation 1000 Sierra Charlie, John Wayne Tower at Lima, cross runway 20 left, hold short, runway 20 right.
Left turn on Lima.
There's Brad's
cross,
shot.
the left side and hold short 20 right, 100 Sierra Charlie.
7 Air 908 Romeo, follow the Cherokee on the upland, I'll call your right turn, runway 20 left at Kilo, quick takeoff.
Okay. So really quickly before we get going on here. So Yeah, it could have. Yeah, and thank you, Chris. Yeah, just say I was ready to go. I was just, the confusion with left or right. That's what I meant. He, of course, knew that he said left, didn't hear anything, and then like 5 minutes later, I called back, clear for takeoff 20 left, right? He doesn't know that I was confused about the side. So I really wanted to say, hey, sorry, ready to go, like Maverick said. But thankfully, I did find out about that on the ground. So I actually kept 21 or 2535 or whatever it was in the 430 in COM 1 to just test it, to see if it would work. And then if it didn't work, I was going to just stick with
Follow the Cherokee in front of us.
COM 2.
You'll call it right turn, 98 Romeo, clear for takeoff.
Whiskey 253, contact tower 119.9er, need to turn right about
and
20 degrees.
Max, sorry, I saw you had said.
119.9er, Whiskey 253.
Where were you?
68.
See ya.
Contact SoCal departure, see ya.
Yeah, there's some Cias in here.
34 Foxtrot Golf, turn right heading 220.
Right, 220, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
There's two
3358, turn
hard
left to Echo and contact ground.
Cias.
Turn to ground, Scar 3258.
Yeah, the ortho is amazing.
Climb via the SID, except maintain 3000.
And the world
runway
objects
20 right, line up and wait.
is just
Climb via the SID, except
computer
maintain
breaking.
3000, line up and wait 20 right, 100 Sierra Charlie.
John Wayne Tower, Challenger 672 Delta Echo, 7.5 mile final, RNAV.
Well, that was definitely weird.
He didn't cancel your takeoff
you.
or clearance, and he
20
initially
right.
cleared you 20 left. So technically, he was very wrong because a plane landed while
looking
you're
good.
troubleshooting.
Tower
That's,
Bonanza 112 Tango Whiskey,
that is
heading
true,
to Kilo.
Kim. Yeah.
Demeter 908 Romeo, turn right heading 220, follow
Skid
the Cherokee
texture
on
in
the
the
uplift.
hands.
220, 98 Romeo.
That's a
All right, RC,
340
have a good
Echo,
one.
John Tower at Kilo, cross runway 20 left, hold short, runway 20 right.
20 left, hold short, 20 right, 8
Nice
Mike
and
Echo.
smooth up here.
Yeah, exactly, Coffee.
Cherokee 4 Foxtrot Golf, radar contact say altitude.
Climbing through 1100, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
Cherokee 4 Foxtrot Golf, contact SoCal departure.
Head over to SoCal, 4 Foxtrot Golf, we'll see ya.
Demeter 8 for Bonanza.
Okay, so here's number one.
Altitude 2800.
Check this. If not, we can go to here.
65 Alpha, not inside.
So let's check this. If not, we'll go to COM 2.
2,500.
Now I could hear COM 1, but I couldn't
It should be
broadcast.
passing off the left side here momentarily for November 65 Alpha.
SoCal approach, Archer 444, Foxtrot Golf 1500, restricted to 2400.
All right, Charlie Sierra, SoCal approach, roger, the altitude discretion, where you headed to?
It's going up to Long Beach practice areas, turn around, we'll head back into John Wayne after that.
I just thank you. November 65 Alpha, traffic backing off the left side, no factors, contact Fullerton Terra. Actually, you're semi.
We have the traffic inside.
Ghost Killer, okay. He should have canceled your takeoff clearance. Interesting. But yeah, new pilot.
SoCal approach, Archer 444, Foxtrot Golf 1900, restricted 2400.
I'm hoping here. I'm hoping that COM 1 works.
444 Foxtrot Golf, SoCal approach.
See, I thought I had it there.
Maybe not.
SoCal approach, Archer 444, Foxtrot Golf.
Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, SoCal approach, roger, resume on nav, where you headed to your requested altitude.
Resuming on nav, we're headed to Camarillo via the special flight rules at 4,500.
I'm like exhausted.
Number 4 Foxtrot Golf, roger, continue VFR climb to 4,000 for now.
Okay, continue VFR climb to 4,000. And just to confirm, did you hear my initial call in for Foxtrot Golf?
Probably was talking to somebody else.
Okay. Roger, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
So
4698 Romeo, SoCal approach.
it was quiet when I called in, so I just
Romeo.
confirmed that no, he
just
could not
making sure
hear.
you got the traffic ahead of you, that Archer is going to be turning northwestbound, climb to
Cell photos
4,000.
back
If you
up
don't have
99.
them inside, turn left 10 degrees.
Pretty much.
Affirmative, we have them inside. And we're also going through the special.
Beautiful.
November 98 Romeo, roger, maintain
So there's
this
one guy,
separation
special
from the
flight
Archer.
rules.
VFR climb to 4,000 is approved.
Up to 4,000 approved, 98 Romeo. SoCal approach, Cardinal 34 Romeo Golf.
Cardinal 34 Romeo Golf, SoCal approach, landing clear.
Yeah,
Delta,
exactly, Maverick.
Long Beach 3024.
Yeah, Max, thank you, and that
3024,
is
Romeo Golf.
all thanks to all of you guys that helped with that. It was just unbelievable, unbelievable to have in the plane, and just and the planning and the learning to have all the PDFs. It's just
Up to 4,000
It was
for
awesome.
98 Romeo.
It was so awesome.
Foxtrot Golf, I do have a Centurion be heading your way. For that traffic, make it a left turn heading 260 please.
All right, left turn at 260, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Thank you, Centurion 68 November, traffic off your left side, climbing westbound 34 for 4,000 is the Cherokee. You'll be climbing up to 45.
Traffic inside, 7568 November.
Approach 199er Tango Sierra with you at 4,000 descending 3,000 for the ILS, runway 30 in Long Beach.
Watch out for the icon.
Number 98 Romeo, continue your flight climb to 4500
Yeah, Chris,
as
that's a great
4,500, 98
tip.
Romeo.
For Foxtrot Golf, your flight climb to 4500.
4,500 for Foxtrot Golf.
For Foxtrot Golf, to make a turn, the Debonair should be a little bit faster. He's off your left side, about less than a mile. He'll be special flight rules.
Okay, roger that. We've got him inside for Foxtrot Golf.
Gotcha, thank you. November 439 for traffic.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I was so like, okay, I know COM2 works. I'm not going to worry about COM1.
Looking for traffic at 439.
Cat 439, again, I'm not talking to the aircraft. This is a traffic alert, so just climb to 3,000 for that traffic if not inside.
And NAV2, NAV1 didn't work either, but I had
Number 9
NAV2.
Tango Sierra, SoCal approach you on frequency.
I'm with you.
And I figured that out pretty quick, too.
Busy.
Roger, 9 Tango Sierra, fly heading of 080. 080 is start your BFR descend to 2,000.
080 descend 2,000, 199er Tango Sierra.
Delta departure, Satavria 481 Delta Mike 1,300, climbing restricted 2,400, 220 heading for special flight rules.
Number 41 Delta Mike, SoCal approach, roger, continue towards the shoreline.
Okay, since Kim asked right here, what did the flight school have to say about that? I briefed them on everything after the flight, and somebody took the plane after and just used COM2, so they took off knowing that it had happened. So, whatever.
Roger, thank you.
Yes, Chris, yeah, it's a GoPro for black.
Have a good day.
This little homeboy.
November 4698 Romeo, 27-2 for the approach frequency.
Let's say again for 98 Romeo.
98 Romeo, need you to listen up. Contact SoCal approach 27-2.
27-2, 98 Romeo.
Yeah, Kim, I was
439,
I was just so nervous that I had made the wrong choice of continuing to go that I was just like, you know,
39.
Thank you.
get in and get out.
November 4 Foxtrot Golf, contact SoCal approach 127.2, 27-2, have a good day.
1272 for Foxtrot Golf, you have a good day.
4 Romeo Golf, you're going to continue heading southeastbound?
Up to 134.2, thank you, 56 Quebec. And SoCal 4698 Romeo with you.
I went you on my dodgeball too.
4698 Romeo SoCal approach, Long Beach altimeter 3024.
3024. SoCal approach, Archer 444, Foxtrot Golf 4500.
Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, SoCal approach, John Wayne altimeter is 3023.
3023 for Foxtrot Golf.
Yeah, exactly, Ernie. And that was what ended up in that decision
here at our altitude
on the ground was I know I'm legal with
375 Charlie Sierra,
the one COM, and if I could get the second one to work in the air, then bonus. But I know, and
375 Charlie Sierra, SoCal.
you know, the Just Flight Arrow only, the COM1 only works. COM2 does not work in that plane on Pilot Edge, so I'm used to flying with just the one pair, and so this is actually more in my comfort zone than having a separate NavCom for ground, ground and whatever. So this is actually more in tune to how I've been flying and practicing Pilot Edge. Yes, thank you for noticing the 4,600.
We can fly following to Kilo Mike Romeo Yankee.
I almost said it too, but I was like, I did like the kind of went through my altitude and was coming back down mode.
Number 38030, contact approach 128.1.
03 Sierra, could you please repeat?
Cessna 38030, 128.1.
I would love to have you guys up in the plane. Trust me. I feel like you are,
November 444
honestly.
Foxtrot Golf, you're going special flight rules?
Affirmative, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Hell no,
SoCal
Cirrus
approach,
Max?
Cruise 556 Golf Alpha at 3,500 for Torrance.
556 Golf Alpha, SoCal approach.
Flying it like a man.
I have
With
Golf, 556
brawn
Golf
and
Alpha.
testosterone.
And who was the other aircraft unanswered? Go ahead.
Okay, and who the real man flying? All right, who was it that commented on my grip? I forgot who it was. It was either like Ernie or White Leg. Maybe it was you, White Leg. I focused on that almost this whole flight, and I wanted to just hold it like it was. Yeah, it was you, White Leg. Yeah, I wanted to hold that yoke like it was like a butterfly's wings. Like if I touch it, it was gonna crumble.
Who was the female pilot requesting flight following?
So I'm fingertips.
No, Cessna
Just everything
118
fingertips.
Echo Charlie, is that correct?
Like a true. I'm flying like an Italian, just like this.
881 Alpha Charlie.
Add a little bit of mixture.
Number 881 Alpha Charlie, go ahead.
Okay. Fly following to
We're at 110.
Kilo Mike Romeo Yankee. We are at 3,700, climb to 4,500.
Yeah, exactly.
And 5 miles from Kilo Tango Oscar Alpha.
Okay, and what destination do you want?
Kilo Mike Romeo Yankee.
And you want to go to Monterey, correct?
Affirmative.
I know, that was pretty funny.
Morning, SoCal, Satavria 41 Delta Mike, 3,300, climbing 4,500.
Number 881
Yeah,
Alpha Charlie,
really
0237.
fly like an Italian, just like really exaggerated movements.
8819 Alpha Charlie.
Number 4 Delta Sierra, traffic alert, traffic's 1 o'clock, less than a mile, Satavria 3,500, turn left heading 090.
090, 4 Delta Sierra,
Frequency is
traffic
busy.
From descend VFR to 4,500. Number 4698 Romeo, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved, or squawk 1201, frequency change approved.
1201 for 98 Romeo, have a good day.
Number 1 Delta Mike, traffic no factory, resume on navigation.
Oh, nav, yeah, we turn to avoid 1 Delta Mike, thanks.
4 Delta Sierra, resume on navigation, traffic no factor.
Resume on nav, 4 Delta Sierra.
444 Foxtrot Golf, radar service terminated, squawk 1201, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, squawk 1201, 444 Foxtrot Golf, we'll see you.
1 Alpha Charlie, how are you going to go through the Class Bravo airspace? Your radar contact 4 south of Torrance.
6 Bravo Space 8819 Alpha Charlie.
How are you going to...
Oh, I wish I would
don't
have
think-
stayed on that one.
We're nav and com one are operable right now.
Olive oil on your hands. Yeah. Yeah, it was just a disaster.
LA Special Flight Rules, scanning 446, 4,500, northeastbound, Alpha
Thanks,
Tango,
Chris.
LA Special Flight Rules.
There's one guy.
Special Flight Rules traffic, White Archer 4,500 northbound over Vincent Thomas Bridge. Special Flight Rules. Los Angeles traffic, Devon Air 4698 Romeo, beam Torrance Airport on a 4500 on a northwest.
Special Flight Rules, traffic Bonanza 56 Quebec.
Yeah, exactly. Kim.
Just south of
Yeah,
Ontario, the entering
that
Special
girl
Flight
sounded
Rules
like
area.
that was going to be a little bit of a rough exchange there.
LA Special Flight Rules, scanning 446, 4,500, just over the refinery, El Segundo, northeastbound, LA Special Flight Rules.
So there's 4 planes so far.
LA Special Flight Rules, Bonanza 56 Quebec, just about entering Special Flight Rules zone over Imperial Highway.
There's 5.
Northeastbound 4,500 Special Flight Rules.
All right.
Yeah, exactly, White Leg. But it looks a lot better
Little
now,
glance
doesn't
around
it?
here, everything looks green and happy except for our
LA Special Flight Rules, sailing 446
430.
South Complex, northeastbound, LA Special Flight Rules.
we are fully operational with localizer and radios.
Yeah, the 430 just was not happening.
Here.
Special flight rules, Bonanza 56, Quebec, directly over LAX, northwest bound 4,500.
It was acting up, Adones. Yeah, it was, the comm and nav 1 was not transmitting. I could hear comm 1, can't talk on it. Well, I had the magenta line on the iPad. I know, it really...
Flight rules coming 446, 4,500.
And it was down for almost a freaking month.
And special flight rules Bonanza 56 Quebec is exiting special flight rules area 4,500 northwest bound.
I was getting traffic on the 430, which was nice, so that helped.
And Los Angeles traffic, Governor
Yeah,
98 Romeo.
It was that part. It was just this that didn't come for a
405
month.
freeway northwestbound 4,500.
Wow, you can see everything from here. My God.
Yeah, 99 has got the hamster wheel going in the back. There's Torrance over our left there. Yeah, super green.
Special flight rules, traffic, White Archer 4,500 northbound, just a beam at Torrance. Special flight rules.
Well, thank you, Brett. I was just beyond touched that you guys made that trip out there and, you know, made it a point to watch me come in. That was so cool.
Plane is looking good.
Yeah, everyone calls it something different. It's kind of fun.
Coming up, I can see the Hawthorne 405 interchange right there. That is our...
And Los Angeles traffic.
Major Con, going great, thanks.
Romeo 4,500 over LAX, northwest bound.
Now on to the long cross country. Got a rough plan on that one. White Lake, I have chatbot turned off for this one.
Man, that visibility is
cross-Atlantic flights.
Pretty much unlimited. Wow.
Oh my God.
Palm Springs, Santa Barbara, and Mexico, all in one shot. That's crazy.
We're looking good.
Special flight rules traffic, White Archer 4,500 northbound, just approaching Hawthorne 405 intersection. Special flight rules.
All right, go Skillet. Have a great night, man. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. The long cross country.
We're on a good heading here. We're just hold.
Hopefully, if the flight school is not a dick about it, will be John Wayne Pomona Camarillo and back.
Once we get to that intersection,
they want us to go John Wayne, Bakersfield, Santa Barbara and back, but that is absurd. That's just a money grab right there.
Next check-in is Imperial Highway.
And that's nice to have the moving map on the iPad and then be able to switch right over to the TAC. Yeah, it's way too long. Way too long. 5 hours. Their thing is, like, if you're taking out a loan to go for your commercial rating and you're trying to get this stuff done as quickly as possible, that knocks out like all your cross-country solo time in one flight. But I don't want that in one flight.
And special flight rules.
Yeah, 150 with 3 landings.
Exiting the LA special, northwest bound.
Okay, we are almost lined up perfectly.
And that's like 400.
Localizer looks good.
Stupid.
We got our 4 flights looking good, right on my planned heading.
Awesome new pilot, yeah. That is well said. That's way too much cruise. Yeah, it doesn't even, like, I told Tony, I was like, I would rather do the 150 twice.
You can just see everything. It's rained all week.
Like, you still get your money. I just don't want to do it all in one shot. I can't. I don't have the cash flow.
Just got rid of all the haze and smog and whatever, and it is clear like I've never seen LA.
Yeah, like it would be too much money to do it in one shot. Like I couldn't do it.
Hold that heading a little bit better.
Yeah, Brett, I did. It's not much, but I did have some headwind going up. But yeah, coming back, I had a pretty good tailwind, and I think I mentioned it too.
Special flight rules traffic, White Archer, 4,500 northbound, approaching Imperial Highway, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Damn it, I did it again.
All right, voice meter reboot. Hang on, this is really annoying. I apologize. Sorry, voice meter banana is being a little bitch, but yeah. So I give on a Unicom frequency my registration number, which is just stupid. Oh yeah, good call, Ryan. Yep, thanks. Robo Bill.
Special flight rules traffic, White Archer, 4,500 northbound, approaching Imperial Highway, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Damn it, I did it again. No need to give your N number.
LA Special Flight Rules, red and white Centauri is approaching Goodyear Blimp Base, 4,500 for Northwest Transition, Los Angeles.
It already is White Lake, yep. 100%.
So used to saying that N number.
Look at the big boys taking off at LAX.
Weird reaction.
Can you see that guy? Where is he? This guy right here?
Special Flight Rules, Seneca 738, just off of Torrent, climbing to 4,500 to enter the corridor for Special Flight Rules.
Well, thank you very much,
Almost
Kim.
to the numbers.
I appreciate you hanging out and for being so active the day of following.
Traffic, White Archer, 4,500 northbound, over the numbers at LAX. Special Flight Rules.
Aw, time. Thank you for the bits, man.
That was better.
You guys are awesome.
Anyway, Seneca, what's your position east of Torrent?
Okay, yeah, we're by Redondo Beach Marina, so not a bad.
What's up, Growl?
Okay, thanks.
Time. Aw, thanks, Time. I dig that too, Brett. That's that 444 Foxtrot Golf emote
traffic, red and white
is so
about,
it's so funny. I love it.
At 4,500 for Northwest Transition, Los Angeles, Special Flight Rules. Special Flight Rules, White Archer, 4,500 northbound over Bologna Creek, Special Flight Rules.
And we are absolutely on the magenta line right now. Sweet.
Sweet.
Little wind gust there.
What is this, Candy Crush? Oh my god. No, Santa Monica is actually the last point. B. Jordy, those are bits. So that's like each.
Special Flight Rules traffic, White Archer, 4,500 approaching Santa Monica, exiting Special Flight Rules to the northwest.
It doesn't get much sweeter.
We are almost there and almost out.
Sounds good, Verity. Thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Yeah, I know, Grau. It's the draw distance is amazing too.
Okay, let's make that left turn onto our heading here.
And I actually called the correct approach frequency this time.
Okay, Special Flight Rules quarter to 768 for right over LAX at 4,500 northbound. Special Flight Rules.
Captain approach Cherokee 5545, Julius Cherokee level 6,500.
455, 45, Julius SoCal approach, roger. Number 4 Alpha Tango, contact approach 124.6.
124.6, 3 Alpha Tango.
431 Juliet Papa, SoCal approach, radio check.
SoCal approach, 431 Juliet Papa at 5,600.
You guys on French Valley today?
Yes, sir, French Valley.
Thank you.
SoCal Cherokee 6478 Whiskey VFR 6,500 on the coastal route.
This guy. No, this is default.
SoCal approach, good afternoon.
This is the default weather.
Maintain VFR.
2026, own nav, Cherokee 78 Whiskey.
SoCal approach, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, 4,500 over Pacific Palisades.
444 Foxtrot Golf is the call sign?
Affirmative, 4 Foxtrot Golf. 444 Foxtrot Golf.
444 Foxtrot Golf, ident, say request.
Let's go, ident. I'd like to pick up flight following inbound to Camarillo, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Here, Cherokee?
Affirmative, Cherokee, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Number 4 Foxtrot Golf, radar contact 5 Northwest Santa Monica 4,700, Burbank altimeter 3026. Clock now 4616.
4616, 444 Foxtrot Golf. Okay.
Actually, we can go 28, 2, and here we'll go 126.
SoCal Skylane 757 Pop Echo level 4,000.
Oh, Jeranon, you're at Santa Monica. That's awesome, dude.
Camera time information unit 1855 Zulu, wind 290 at 6, visibility 10. Sky
SoCal
clear.
Skylane 757 Pop Echo.
Altimeter 3027. VOR GPS approaching you, landing and departing runway.
Number 757 Pop Echo, SoCal approach, Roger, Burbank altimeter 3026.
Field out of below 8,000.
7 Pop Echo.
All aircraft rebat. Hold straight options and runway assignment.
Pop Echo, thank you.
Say approach request for the number 7 Papa Echo.
I think we'll take the RNAV
information
informed, but we can also take the visual eventually.
Number 98 Romeo, contact 1 Magoo approach 124.7.
Freight Dog, that's actually a good question. I'm not sure.
Okay, so we got uniform.
SoCal approach, good afternoon.
I mean, I've been, I would assume yes, because I was taught that,
November 908 Romeo, contact point Magoo approach 124.7.
clear like this, you can, turn off the fuel pump and the landing
contact
light.
approach 124.6.
124.6, 42 Hotel.
Number 1 Julia Papa, contact approach 124.6.
124.6, Julia Papa.
Temperature
Check a 38768 ident and say request.
Altimeter
And I
3027.
request flight following to Oxnard today at 4,500, PA 34/Golf.
Number 38768, you better contact 5 Northwest Santa Monica 4,500, Burbank altimeter 3026, squawk 4663.
4663 for 768.
It's a good question.
Sky Study 442, leveling 8,000.
Oh, just that in cruise,
3442 SoCal to maintain
in cruise you can turn off the fuel
degrees.
pump, which I am turning on, and then now I turn back off
10
there
degrees,
to
Sky
switch
Study
tanks.
442.
Yeah.
Okay.
November 768, Seneca type to stand on the shoreline.
Yes, sir. We're direct Oxnard at this time.
Thank you. November 768, contact SoCal 125.2.
125.2 for SoCal 768.
Skywest 3442, traffic 10 o'clock, 2 miles southeastbound, 5.5, diverging, type unknown.
Plug in Sky Study 442.
Let's see here.
All right.
Here's the only lights that need to be on during your primary trailers and crews are beacon and strobe during the daytime. Yep. Brad, what's happening? It is a Archer, actually. It's a 181 Archer. Rented a Cirrus for a full day. Dude, that is freaking awesome. Oh, Brad, do you really? That is sweet. I freaking love this Archer. I absolutely love it.
Man, it's weird looking behind at the plane because it looks exactly like The sim.
Skywas 3442, direct to Silex.
Direct to Silex, Skywas 3442.
Alright, we're coming up to our top of descent here. Almost
Approach Diamond 89 plus
to Westlake.
Alright, who's calling?
So Diamond saw 89 approach, yeah, I've been checking in with you.
89 4 Sierra Alpha, SoCal approach, Roger, River, altimeter 3026, verify information Romeo when you get the chance.
We got Romeo now.
Yeah, definitely GoPro
Thank
that.
you.
Got rid of all the 40-year-old radios last year. Oh, nice. That's awesome, Brad. Yeah, they're super cool.
Blue runway 8.
God's name is that sound.
Approach November 881 Alpha Charlie at 6,300 with you.
With you. Okay, we're coming up to our top of descent.
Alpha Charlie at 6,300 with you.
With you.
Yes.
Okay, we're coming up to our top of descent.
With you.
Read back, hold short instructions and runway assignments with your call sign. Advise on initial contact, give uniform. Camera time information uniform, time 1855 Zulu, wind 290 visibility 10.
I just gave it to you, sir. You are clear for the now, Zulu, runway 85 at about 4,000.
Altimeter 3026, you are clear. Approaching you, landing and departing runway 26.
You were blocked on the approach clearance.
Okay.
Blocked.
And Sky 3442, additional traffic for you. 10 moving to your 9 o'clock, 2.5 miles southeast bound, 5.5 indicated type unknown.
Looking Sky 3442.
Yeah, no, I was definitely not the with you.
5543,
Hey, Brad Wu, welcome aboard. Thank you so much for the
SoCal,
follow.
good afternoon. Descend and maintain 6,000 and reduce speed to 1809.
Center 6,000, slow to 180, Southwest 5543.
Number 868, turn left 15 degrees.
Turning left 15 degrees, 868.
Sky 3342, keep your speed up till above me for space include.
Alright, keep the speed up until Buddy Sky 3442.
That traffic's no longer a factor now for Sky 3442 after 9 o'clock.
Right.
SoCal, good afternoon, 802, Romeo, 3,200, climb at 6,000.
SoCal approach, Cessna 21705 with you, 5,500 information, Mike for Van Nuys.
All right, November 44 Golf, traffic 12 o'clock and a half mile eastbound, 515 indicated type unknown.
4-4 Golf.
4 Foxtrot Golf looking.
All right, November 868, you can start the VFR descent on that heading, contact Point Magoo approach 124.7.
124.7, thank you, 868.
SoCal approach, Cessna 21705 with you, 5,500 information, Mike for Van Nuys.
Oh, I thought my radio sucked. So pretty helpful to have run this on P a few times before the real thing. It was absolutely 100% essential.
Turn left 20 degrees.
It made it completely a non-issue.
Turn left 20 degrees.
Oh my God.
Number 2 Romeo.
Got him.
So this is kind of weird. I don't know what this is. See if you guys can, if you heard this, for those of you that were listening. So I get this radio call to look for traffic. And I see him. He's right down here. And I don't know if they're related or not, but this is just this series of events. So I see him, and I see that he is no factor in going past me. So I kind of hover over the button in case the frequency clears up. I can, let him know that I have the traffic in sight. He ended up going, it was like far enough away that, or enough time had passed that I just said, I'm not even going to bother checking in with that. But then someone says, like some lady over the frequency says, "Oh my God," like in a really creepy kind of a way. See if you guys can hear this. It creeped me out at the time and I immediately forgot about it, but let's listen to this.
What?
Cessna 21705, SoCal approach, 5,500 information, Mike for Van Nuys. Got him.
All right, traffic clear for November 45 Juliet, turn left 20 degrees.
Turn left 20 degrees.
Oh my God.
Number 2 Romeo, 2 Romeo, contact approach on 120.4, 20.4.
And yes, Brad, I am working on my
Number 78 Whiskey, traffic 12 o'clock, less than a mile eastbound, 5.5
this is my first solo, which was on
contact, Cherokee 78 Whiskey.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
43, turn left now, direct to 5, so it's the final approach course.
Left Silex,
it's like super
approach course,
creepy.
field size up 5543.
For 45 Juliet, traffic 12 o'clock, half mile, same direction, 6.3 descending.
Okay, so there is Westlake.
Southern 5543, responding to RA, descending.
0.
Top of descent.
Southern 5543, just extending or responding to an RA.
That's fine, it's busy today. 7 Papa Echo, turn left heading at 240.
240, 7 Papa Echo.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's going fantastic. Excuse me, it's fantastic. How are you, sir?
5,500 VFR descent.
Okay, one at a time, folks. Skywest 3442, Burbank Tower 187. Take care.
Yeah, I agree with you. It was probably something that was pretty close.
West 5543, descend now, maintain 5,000.
Okay, we're down to 5,000 now, 5543.
7 Papa Echo, what approach request did you want in the Camarillo?
Zulu, 7 Papa Echo.
7 Papa Echo, proceed direct to Jurex.
Jurex, 7 Papa Echo.
45 Juliet, resume on navigation, contact Point Magoo approach 128.65.
45 Juliet, roger. I got aircraft about a mile off my right wing. I'll give it a couple runs if I turn.
Yeah, they're descending, no factor, resume on navigation.
SoCal, worldwide 87,000.
Worldwide 80 SoCal, reduce speed to 180 knots, then instead of maintain 6,000.
180 on the speed down to 6,000.
Yeah.
Worldwide.
It is busy.
It sounded creepy though, like when you're hearing that on frequency, like, oh my god. You know, like,
Number
that
4,
is
Foxtrot Golf, contact Point Magoo approach on 124.7.
1247, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
Number 78 Whiskey, contact Point Magoo
I wanted
approach
to
on
get the hell off of
128.65.
that frequency. Oh my god.
128.65.
That quarter was, and coming back, it was even
55, 42, I'm
worse.
gonna keep you high.
FX 0 Romeo Bravo, contact Oxford Tower 134.905 at the outer marker.
Point Magoo approach. Archer 444, Foxtrot Golf descending through 3,800, approaching Conejo Pass.
1040 Papa, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
134.2 for
I felt so bad that I would that you had.
444 Foxtrot Golf, Magoo approach, information uniform is current at Camarillo.
Okay, we've got information uniform at Camarillo, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Who else checked in?
Here, hey, hang on.
Magoo, Skyhawk 9536 Delta 800, climbing 4,000 just off Oxnard. 9536 Delta, Magoo approach radar contact, climb maintain 5,000. 9536 Delta, climb maintain 5,000.
I'm still here, hang on one second.
478 Whiskey, Magoo approach, Miltimber 3025.
Okay, so let's go power mixture. We're not ready to go mixture yet.
We got 737-68, Magoo approach, information Bravo is current at Oxnard.
Once we get to 3,000, we'll go mixture full rich. Right over the 101.
After Point Magoo approach, Skylane 757 Bobback, windbound in the RNAV Zulu.
Number 4 Foxtrot Golf, contact Camera Tower 128.2.
128.2, 444 Foxtrot Golf, see ya.
Skylane 757 Papa Echo, Magoo approach.
Cessna 80 Papa, extend your upwind 1 mile and then just go make right close traffic.
Extender upwind, obviously we're going around and I'll make right traffic after a 1 mile upwind extension, 180 Papa.
Yeah, did you guys?
Remember 6, go make right close.
128.2, 444 Foxtrot Golf, see ya.
Skylane 757 Papa Echo, Magoo approach.
Cessna 80 Papa, extend your upwind 1 mile and then just go make right close traffic.
Extender upwind, obviously we're going around and I'll make right traffic
That was one of my 3 notable.
Remember 6 and 9 Lima, right down in approved, traffic upwinds and right close traffic, runway 26 cleared for takeoff.
Camarillo Tower, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf descending through 2,800 over the Conejo Pass for full stop taxi back.
November 444 Foxtrot Golf Camarillo Tower, make straight in runway 26 traffic ahead approximately 1 o'clock, 4 miles inbound descend 2,000, so Bonanza reporting sites to follow.
Okay, we'll be straight in for runway 26 and we'll be looking for the traffic, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Okay.
Camarillo Tower, Bonanza.
I don't know how confusing that was. I accidentally, instead of turning the webcam on, I turned the webcam audio on. So sorry. Whoa! How annoying does that sound?
For full stop taxi back.
November 444 Foxtrot Golf Camarillo Tower.
Camarillo Tower, Archer 444.
Right down in approved, traffic upwinds and right close traffic, runway 26 cleared for takeoff.
Camarillo Tower, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf descending through 2,800 over the Conejo Pass for full stop taxi back.
November 444 Foxtrot Golf Camera Tower, make straight in runway 26, traffic ahead approximately 1 o'clock, 4 miles inbound to Santa 2000, a Bonanza reporting site to follow.
Okay, we'll be straight
Nice,
in for runway
bro.
26 and we'll be looking for the traffic, 444 Foxtrot Golf. Camera Tower, Bonanza, 3-5 Mike is 12 miles.
So I'm assuming you're over in kind of this area.
Do we... Oh, we got it.
Camera Tower, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 500 Delta Lima.
Bonanza 35 Mike, runway 26, cleared to land traffic departing prior.
Clear now, 3-5 Mike.
Cameo Tower, Skyline 8517 Sierra, Satakoy, inbound uniform.
Skyline 8517 Sierra Camarillo Tower, make right traffic runway 26, report 1 mile 45.
Right traffic 26, report 1 mile 45, 17 Sierra.
86 Tango, 1 mile
Cool,
45.
nice grow. That's awesome.
Traffic 0 Echo Romeo, do you have the traffic head to follow?
0 Echo Romeo, affirmative.
Roger.
Bumpy.
Tower, Aircrew 5694 Foxtrot, hold.
Okay, yes. Thank you for reminding me, High Wing. So let's keep going through all the things that Bill did very wrong. So coming in straight in, bumpy. Coming in straight in is a little bit new to me, so I just don't have the repetition of doing that. For those of you that are, that have a lot of hours, maybe you remember this feeling or not, but I think for those of us that are very low hour can probably appreciate this a little bit more, this feeling. And that's when you're at 4,500 for 40 minutes doing 110 knots, and then it's time to come into land. 70 knots feels like you're going 0. So I feel like everything's great. Coming down, I got a 500 foot per minute descent. Look at the VS right here. Like, that's what I was looking at. I'm like, 500 feet per minute. Sweet, that's what I planned on and looks good, right? The problem was I wasn't focusing on the airspeed. And like our good friend Jason Shepard says, airspeed is king. So, yeah, okay, so Adone, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, so you don't, it doesn't really give you like that standard, like, okay, get settled, I need to be at this speed on the downwind, this speed on base, this speed on final, right? So you're just like, you're going straight in. So like, when do you start slowing down? Do you do like a high speed approach and dump the flaps right at the end, and or do you settle down 5 miles back? It's like, it's one thing that I noticed from this flight that I have to work on. And that is also part of debriefing like this, is because I get to look at this and see the airspeed, I'm going fast, and bouncing this off of you guys as well. Like Brad, so going straight in, just cruise in until the 2 mile point, then treat that point as if you were entering the base leg as far as setup. So that's perfect. Rod, it comes at you fast if you don't manage that airspeed, especially descending. It gets hard to lose in a slippery plane. Yeah, so perfect. I mean, all of that stuff is the reason why I am doing this, and the reason why I freaking love you guys, because exactly. Like, trimming for, and High Wing, and I talked about this, the trim is for airspeed, so if I trim nose down and don't touch anything else, I'm gonna start going faster. And it's and if you're not like focusing on that, because again, perception wise, like, it felt fine. Like, I'm just like, hey, the airport's coming in. It's not like I'm flying in and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta slow down. Like, it's just kind of like, hey, we're all right, we're coming in, everything's cool. And then I noticed it when I started hitting those bumps. I was like, oh, I'm getting tossed around here. That's interesting. And then I look at my speed. Okay, so new pilot. This is good. My instructor explained to me this way when I was at this point. if you want to break the straight line in up to half or quarter mile sections, you can do that, i.e. Get to pattern altitude inside the airspace ring, and then for me, I break it down to a 1.5 mile downwind, 1 mile base, half mile final, and use the speed flap setting for those sections. That's awesome. Obviously, it can be shortened as needed based on the situation or the aircraft. Perfect. New pilot, thank you. So I managed it fine, and I managed it fine because of Brad and the experience I had flying with him in the Bonanza. So we did a high-speed approach where we're doing a buck 70 into John Wayne, puts the props forward, pulls the power down, drops the landing gear, pulls the flaps, like basically over the 405 at John Wayne. And I saw how he slowed the plane down, obviously within the speeds, the safe speeds and in the white arc and all that stuff. So I knew, like, okay, in situations where I'm coming in too fast, here's how you can slow it down and have a normal approach and everything. Now, I let it float, but I felt like I managed my mistake best I could.
Short 26, left 27.
Aircrew 5694 Foxtrot Camera Tower, fly runway heading until advised runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
We got mixture.
Clear for takeoff 26, fly runway heading, center for Foxtrot.
And lights. A little bit of carb heat.
And if you guys want me to just shut up and play the video, just tell me that too. 99 high wing, don't say anything.
Cessna Apex Tango, roger, continue downwind for now.
Apex Tango. Camera Tower, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, we're still negative contact on that final.
Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, continue inbound spacing is adequate. Number 2, follow out traffic, runway 26, clear to land.
Okay, 26 clear land, and we just picked them up on short final 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Alright, cool.
Cessna Apex Tango number 3, follow Cherokee 4 mile final, runway 26, clear to land.
Okay, let's go. So we got fuel. Whoa. That was a big one.
I want to see
full rich.
I want to see that again.
Okay, let's go. So we got fuel. Whoa. That was a big one. Mixture full rich.
Okay,
lights are on.
Thank you guys.
Gear is down and welded. Crap.
Cessna 0 Echo Romeo number 4, follow traffic ahead, runway 26, clear to land.
Whoa. Okay, let's not do a buck 40.
And then the 6-man Lima frequency change approved. Skyline 170,
really
traffic off the departure and the crosswind turn.
Welded. Whoa. That was a big one.
Okay. All right.
Mixture full rich. Lights are on.
That is pretty
Gear
good.
Gear is down and welded. Crap.
Cessna 0 Echo Romeo number 4, follow traffic ahead, runway 26, clear to land.
Echo Romeo.
Let's get it slowed down.
And then the 6-man Lima frequency change approved. Skyline 170, traffic off the departure and the crosswind turns Cessna and right close traffic report in sight at 900 feet.
170 looking.
Noted.
Cessna 9 and Delta Lima, widen out to your left for traffic inbound over
waiting
Girls School for now.
Oh my God. I felt so bad, Brad, that I was delayed when you... So Brad got to Camarillo before I took off.
I was just coming in.
Like I text them, like,
downwind traffic
I'm leaving.
Fast, so that's...
170, roger, follow that traffic.
And he still hadn't gotten a seat by the time I was here.
Call traffic, no factor, frequency change approved.
It's so awesome.
Thanks for the help, Mike. Lima.
Mr. Brad, your ears must have been burning.
Cessna Apex Tango, turn base traffic, you're following short final.
Apex Tango, turn base.
Camera Tower, Skyline 757, Pop Echo, straight in, runway 26.
Scout 0 Echo, move. Keep it tight, you'll be turning inside of
this landing is such garbage.
Cessna on a 6-mile final. Scout 0 Echo, Romeo, did you copy?
Unless there is video evidence, then I didn't mean to.
November 757 Papa Echo, Camera Tower, reduce the slowest practical speed. Number 3, follow Cessna. Will be the second Cessna approaching left base, runway 26, clear to land.
Left aileron, right rudder.
Yeah, no kidding, Rod.
We're slowing as much as we can now.
Scout 80, Papa, continue downwind and when able, report a Cessna, currently 5-mile final, insight to follow.
We'll continue our down, and we'll keep an eye out for the traffic 1980 pop-up.
Don't worry about the center line. I had an 8 knot.
That was ugly.
I had an 8 knot crosswind. It was not happening.
That was really ugly.
Yeah. At the time, Bill knew it.
Tower, say again?
Yeah, Aircoup 904 Foxtrot. Can we do a right crossing departure instead of the left 270?
Let's do it again.
Second left.
Affirmative, 0 Echo Romeo.
Okay. another. Oh shit. Okay. First of all, let's.
Okay, we got it.
November 757 Papa.
1, 2, 3, 4, and a P-51 freaking Mustang. Yeah. Holy crap. Okay, so I am doing 70 knots right here.
Echo Camera Tower, reduce the slowest practical speed.
Okay,
Number 3, follow us.
Okay, so I'm lined up pretty here. I'm doing 71 right now, and that is 6 knots too fast. I mean, the runway's made, everything's made, you know, like I have the runway done here. What I should have done is gone idle right here, but I left it in too much. The audience psyched me out. Yep, knowing that Brad's over here, I needed to, I was distracted. No, what I was actually focusing on is the windsock, which is right here, and it was blowing directly across the runway. Bill brought the basic package, only used the right. Yeah, I mean, it's opposite traffic is going the other way. But yeah, airspeed is definitely king. So I have this crosswind.
Aileron, right rudder.
Left aileron, right rudder.
Really
Right.
Nice little crosswind. Left aileron, right rudder.
Pop Echo, we're slowing as much as we can.
And there, okay, so here I am, like the center line is here. So right back here, I'm on-ish center line, which you just can't see because of the A pillar here. And you can just see the further that I get down, like center line, like that looks okay. I'm drifting. I'm not correcting enough here on the aileron. So it just takes me from
currently 5 miles
center line adjacent to like side of runway adjacent.
Keep an eye out for the traffic 1980 pop-up.
Tower, Aircoup 904 Foxtrot. Can we turn right here and head to the north?
That was ugly. But we're down. That was really ugly.
Left on camera tower, say again?
Yeah, Drev. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because it was a left crosswind, I needed to keep in that left aileron. So here, here was my thought on that landing, is it was ugly. I didn't like it. It wasn't smooth. It wasn't center line. It wasn't, you know, I let it float. I did a bunch of stuff that I did not like at all. But is getting that slip in a tad earlier. So, Brad, that's a really good line. Go arounds are free, bad landings cost money. So here was my feeling after that, is I was not happy with it, but I felt comfortable in what was happening, if that makes any sense. I never panicked. I didn't feel like, oh crap, like I did the first couple of landings, you know, my first couple of solo landings where I'm like, oh my God, just please make it down safely. This one, it was like, okay, I'm coming in straight in. I had too much airspeed. I got a nasty crosswind, you know, direct crosswind. You know, there's like a bunch of stuff that was new that I'm trying to work out, but I felt comfortable in controlling the airplane where as I'm talking through it, you know, I'm going, okay, left aileron, right rudder, and it was kind of like it wasn't doing what I thought it was doing, and so I straightened it out, and you know, I'm kind of like feeling my way through the plane. And exactly, Drev, that you said it like at the perfect time I read it. I was over controlling it without a doubt. It was not a good landing, but you could see like at the end, I got it kind of sorted out and like, okay, well there's happy, now let's land it. And I was never panicked throughout the whole landing, but there's a lot of stuff going on that was not textbook by any mean, or whatever. But it was still, I felt like I was feeling it out within my capabilities. Trev, just be confident and don't be scared to push in the throttle and float a little bit more to stabilize. So I'm going to watch that one more time. I don't know why I'm... Is it weird that I am comfortable showing you guys my crappy landings? Okay? Just like... To me, you guys in the chat here are like invaluable to continuing to learn this stuff. So I hope you guys don't mind dissecting my crap here.
Second Cessna approaching left base, runway 26, clear plan.
Left aileron, right rudder.
Pop Echo, we're slowing as much as we can now.
Scout 80, Papa,
George
continue downwind and when
GA25 or
able
Jorge.
report a Cessna,
Welcome
currently
aboard.
5
Thank you for
miles
the
final
follow.
inside to follow.
We'll continue our down, and we'll keep an eye out for the traffic 1980 Papa.
Tower, Air Coop 904 Foxtrot. Can we turn right here and head to the
See,
north?
in touchdown at 50, just like...
But...
I got there.
Really ugly.
Left on camera, tower,
self-reflection is great, also helps to have
Air
an
Coop
audience.
904 Foxtrot. Can we do a right crossing departure?
I'll remember to bring my judging cards next time. Please do. I want to see that.
Air Coop 904 Foxtrot, right crosswind approved.
Tower 7 Pop Echo, we number 2 or number 1 at this point?
No, it
November
shows
7 Papa
us that
Echo,
you care
you
and wants
are
to
number
approve. I'm a
3.
student pilot as
Still
well.
number 3, 7 Pop Echo.
And just waiting to schedule my check.
traffic.
Oh, nice, Trev. That is
November 7
fantastic.
Papa Echo traffic, you're following now, wing
Awesome.
up a 2-mile left base.
Cool. Well, I appreciate that.
Okay, we are probably going to overtake them.
Camarillo Tower, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, clear of 26 at Charlie for full stop taxi back.
Contact ground 121.8.
Ground point 8 for Foxtrot Golf.
6 taxi via Golf 2 Golf Alpha.
Thanks, Ernie.
Golf 2 Golf Alpha 235.
And ground 5
okay.
1 up complete.
All right. So before we get on to the craziness, which is exiting this place, let me get caught up here. 99. We need to create a BillCon. Well, we're really close to scheduling a big fly into Camarillo with like 20 airplanes. So that might be a good one. But I definitely like the sound of having some drinks instead, or in addition to, at some point. And thank you, Ernie. Yeah, it wasn't crappy. It was just different. It was a learning experience. Let's see. Well, at least my midlife crisis career change won't be boring. That's awesome, Brett. So are you going for a commercial then? Awesome time. Awesome. Okay, so this is the other notable stupid things that I said that I was kind of embarrassed at. Checking in with ground. Oh, nice, Brett. Fantastic. Congratulations.
Skyline 551.
Okay, listen to this ground check-in and tell me what is stupid about it.
Number 6.
Continue taxi, contact tower when you're number 1.
Okay, got him in sight behind the Musketeer 551. Camarillo ground, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf at Charlie, request taxi back for immediate departure to the east.
444 Foxtrot Golf, Camarillo ground, runway 26 taxi via Hotel Alpha.
Hotel Alpha at 26 for Foxtrot.
Oh, I said it's a tower.
We are probably...
That's why.
Foxtrot, can we do a right crossing departure instead of the left?
Okay, it's what I said to tower. That's stupid.
Hold up in Oxnard.
Air Coop 904 Foxtrot, right crosswind approved.
Tower 7 Pop Echo, we number 2 or number 1 at this point?
November 7 Papa Echo, you are number 3.
She wants
Still
me
number
off
3,
my
Papa
offer
Echo, not
frequency
looking
so
at any
bad.
traffic in front of us.
Especially because I
November
say
7
something
Papa Echo
stupid.
traffic, you're following now, wing up a 2-mile left base.
Roger 7 Pop Echo, okay, we are probably going to overtake them.
Camarillo Tower, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, clear of 26 at Charlie for full stop taxi back.
Contact ground 121.8.
Ground point 8 for Foxtrot Golf.
So I am
via Golf 2
on the
Golf
taxiway
Alpha.
asking for a full stop taxi back.
And ground 551, front up complete. Skyline 551, all right, you'll be number, I believe that's 6 behind the Musketeer off your left.
Number
Continue
6.
taxi, contact tower when you're number 1.
Number
Got him in sight behind the
6.
Musketeer 551.
It gets worse too.
Camarillo ground, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf at Charlie, request taxi back for immediate departure to the east.
444 Foxtrot Golf, Camarillo ground, runway 26, taxi via Hotel Alpha.
Hotel Alpha at 26 for Foxtrot Golf.
And 4 Foxtrot Golf, verify Victor, and hold short of taxiway Alpha.
Okay, we'll pick up Victor and hold short of Alpha 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Sure. 4 Foxtrot Golf, and wind 2208, altimeter 3024, no other significant changes.
1955 Zulu, wind 230 at 6.
Okay, thanks, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
Sky clear, temperature 22, dew point 12, altimeter 3024. VOR and GPS approaches the nearest landing and departing runway 26.
Yes, Brad, that was the other thing too. Immediate departure. He's like, dude, we got frickin' 8 airplanes ready to go. I want to take off immediately. I have to get home.
918 Victor Tango, Camarillo ground, start your taxi now, taxi parking via Foxtrot.
Camarillo airport information.
I don't know if can you guys see the birds out there?
Get out of here, birds.
230
right above my head.
Visibility 10. Sky clear. Temperature 22, dew point 12, altimeter 3024.
Sure.
VOR GPS approaches the nearest landing and departing runway 26. Use caution, parachute jump activity in effect. 5 miles
Foxtrot, Roger, you'll be number
I want immediately to be paid.
There. Continue taxi sequence and contact tower number 1.
Advise on initial
Okay,
contact.
behind the sky lane and contact tower number 1, 23 Fox.
Camarillo airport information, Victor 1955 Zulu, wind 230 at 6, visibility 10. Sky clear, temperature 22, dew point 12, altimeter 3024. VOR and GPS approaches the nearest landing and departing runway
2334 uniform at the east end hangars. Requesting taxi to the run-up at runway 26. I have information Victor and would like to remain in the pattern.
Cessna 2334 uniform, Camarillo ground, runway 26, taxi via Golf Alpha.
Holy crap, there's a freaking
Ground,
P-51 Mustang.
Alpha Mike, across from Alpha, is it Victor?
Oh my god.
Cessna off at Bravo, Camarillo ground, taxi to parking via Foxtrot.
420 Echo Romeo via Foxtrot, thank you.
Cessna 34 uniform, runway 26, taxi via Golf Alpha.
Taxi to runway 26 via Golf Alpha, Cessna 2334 uniform.
190 Alpha Mike, Camarillo ground, standby 1.
Ground 7 Pop Echo is clear.
I love that, guys. Like, I like to say in the pattern as I pull up to this.
757 Pop Echo, Camarillo ground, taxi restaurant via Foxtrot.
Look at this mess, guys.
190 Alpha Mike, Camarillo ground, say again.
Across from Alpha, taxi with Victor.
Yeah, Drev, I should have just got an intersection
Freaking
departure.
Mustang. Oh my god.
Alpha Mike, runway 26, taxi via Foxtrot Alpha, decoy run up.
Negative, 0 Alpha Mike.
White League, you need to
Mike, Roger, and,
hang out with your friend.
If you can taxi in sequence behind the Cirrus, you'll actually be behind the aircraft holding on hotel, though.
You got it.
And 0 Alpha Mike, stay with me and say direction of departure.
Right crossing departure.
Come on, Brad. I wanted an immediate departure. Am I supposed to do wait in line with all these other idiots? That's true. I would have missed the Mustang too.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
And Cessna 34 uniform, decoy run up.
Yeah, I got a couple of pictures of it. White League.
Is that for 2334 uniform?
Cessna 34 uniform,
I can't tell here because it's shaking so violently, but...
Yes, I do.
Cessna 34 uniform, Roger. Contact me before your taxi so I can sequence you.
Will do. Contact you before I taxi.
Wait with the
Camarillo
plebes. Give me a break.
198 Sierra Papa off 26 at Bravo, taxi to restaurant.
198 Sierra Papa, Camarillo ground, taxi to restaurant via Foxtrot. Start your taxi.
Restaurant via Foxy, and we're rolling. 198 Sierra Papa.
Camarillo ground, Skyline 170 off at Bravo, request taxi to the fuel pump.
Skyline 170 Sierra, Camarillo ground, taxi to fuel via Foxtrot.
Via Foxtrot 170.
Oh, weird. Interesting, Brad. Yeah, it was a crazy land.
The Cirrus off your right, the silver one, you're going to be behind him. Continue taxi behind him.
Okay, we'll be behind the Silver Cirrus 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Thanks, Ernie.
And Express,
pilot,
Mike, as soon as that Cherokee gets behind that Cirrus, you can continue your taxi.
I actually love this. This was so
like,
cool.
Seriously, this is hilarious traffic jam.
Brett, you saw that? Seriously? That's
okay,
freaking awesome.
So we're going to be going up to 5,500 via the coastal route southbound. We've got information Victor. So let's go to flights, Camarillo, John Wayne, and we'll go send that to the map. I can't believe there's just a P-51 Mustang chilling there.
And Express 0 from Mike, you can monitor tower, contact them when you're number 1. 0 Mike.
Yeah, the dude was cruising with the doors open.
And Cherokee 4 Foxtrot Golf, if you're still with me, you can also monitor tower, contact them when you're number 1.
Okay, switching over to tower, 444 Foxtrot Golf, thanks.
Satavia 868, brake left for left traffic, runway 26.
Left traffic to 26, left cross return, 868.
Cessna 96575, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, 575.
Good thing you had the bike though, Brett. Otherwise, parking would have been freaking crazy.
Mustang 44727, runway 26, cleared for takeoff. Left 270 approved. Traffic southbound. The departure end is at Satavia and left close traffic.
Looking for traffic. Clear takeoff 26, left 270, 727.
Camarillo Tower, 7616 Romeo, holding short 26 Alpha.
Cessna 65575, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, 65575.
Satavia 868, continue downwind and I'll call your base.
There's that
Continue downwind,
Mustang
call my
taking
base, 868.
Oh my God.
RV0 Charlie Papa, frequency change approved.
0 Charlie 5, frequency change approved, good day.
There it goes.
Just a P-51. I can hear it from here.
Bonanza 7616, Romeo camera tower, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
That's awesome.
Runway 26, clear for takeoff, Musketeer 7616 Romeo, right crosswind.
And Tower 551 number 126.
Okay, so we'll take top speed midfield.
Yeah, the perfect parking spot, Brett.
Continue upwind and I'll call your brake.
So call it 804. Camarillo Tower, good afternoon. Mooney 1146 Tango, 50 miles out of the east inbound. We have Victor.
Mooney 1146 Tango camera tower, make straight in, runway 26, report 6 mile final.
Roger that, straight in, we'll get a 6 mile final. 1146 Tango, thanks.
Skyline 71551 camera tower, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff straight at 26551.
This is just a madhouse. I love it.
And Tower 05023 Foxtrot, holding short 26 Alpha.
05023 Foxtrot camera tower, hold short, runway 26, awaiting eye for release.
Holding short 26, 23 Fox.
And Cessna 804, brake left for left traffic.
Brake left for left traffic, 804.
There's 9. Number 9 for takeoff. Good God.
Camarillo Tower, helicopter 73 Tango Alpha. We're approaching the grade with Victor for a full stop at the cafe.
Helicopter 73 Tango Alpha camera tower, report 1 mile southeast of the field at or below 500 feet. Sirius 5023 Foxtrot camera tower, runway 26, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 26, 23 Fox.
Mustang 727, frequency change approved.
See you, Tower 727.
727.
That's so awesome.
There's your guy, White Leg. Okay.
Cameron.
Here's a question. I wasn't explicitly told left or right downwind. I asked it in a very, very clunky way, and I think she wasn't ready for or didn't like took her a second to figure out what I was asking. Is that something that is in the information that I should have known? Again, defaulting to if I don't know, ask. I wanted to make sure which turnout I was going to get. Does she want me exiting to the left? Does she want me exiting to the right? So she never told me. So I asked it in a clunky way. So I just want to, before I play this, confirm. Tower should tell you. Okay.
27 frequency change approved.
See you, Tower 727.
That's so awesome.
So on this one, both would have been pretty close, but.
Camarillo Tower Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf holding short 26 at Alpha.
Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, Camarillo Tower, hold short runway 26.
Hold short runway 26, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
Sailing 71551 frequency change approved.
551.
Camarillo Tower helicopter 4053 Tango at base of the tower with Victor for a right crosswind departure.
You guys are awesome.
Helicopter 4053 Tango Camarillo Tower, proceed as requested. Taxiway Foxtrot, beam the pads, cleared for takeoff.
Taxiway Foxtrot, beam the pads, cleared for takeoff. 53 Tango.
November 4 Foxtrot Golf, runway 26, cleared for takeoff. Traffic upwind on the right crosswind, or correction, on right 275.
Okay, clear for takeoff 26, and we're heading east, left or right turnout, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
Right downwind, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
Right downwind, 4 Foxtrot Golf, thanks.
21804 downwind, traffic beam.
Okay, lights.
No issues with that. Okay.
Turn base, runway 26, clear to land. Traffic will depart prior to your arrival.
Turn base 26. Got a nice crosswind component here, so we're going to be...
804, number 2, follow Satabria ahead and extend it left down the runway 26, clear to land.
Looking for the Satabria, number 2, clear to land, 804.
Okay. Everyone got on the same
Tower
page,
Express 190 Mike, holding short Rico.
Okay,
what's up,
everything's
T-Storm?
green, airspeed is alive.
And also with you, buddy.
Bonanza 16 Romeo, frequency change approved for traffic advisories 124.7.
124.7, Muscatine 16 Romeo, thank you.
223 Foxtrot, contact departure.
Battle Court Bridge inbound, Victor.
She told me that the traffic was on the right, 45.
Express 190 Alpha Mike,
There's a ground
runway
shot.
26, cleared for takeoff.
But she didn't tell me to turn out to the right. So I just wanted to confirm, I guess.
Bridge inbound, Victor.
Last calling from Staticore Bridge. Make right traffic, runway 26 and verify full call sign.
Cessna 696 November Sierra.
Roger 6 November
Brett,
Sierra,
it's
make
okay.
right traffic
That
and
is,
report a mile 45.
that's the one thing I don't like about that restaurant is that it's so
left
far from
out
the
of
flag.
Oxnard, Victor landing.
Left to
Camarillo
right
Tower,
turn.
Mooney 1146 Tango, we're 6 miles out, straight in.
Mooney 46 Tango, number 3, follow Cessna, approaching 3 mile left base, runway 26, clear to land.
Number 3, looking for the Cessna dotted side, 26 clear to land, thanks.
Camarillo Tower, Cessna 66215, 3 southwest, Victor.
Cessna 66215, Camarillo Tower, make left traffic, runway 26.
Left traffic, runway 26, 205.
That's so awesome, Brett.
Camarillo Tower, this is Bonanza 97A6 Romeo, we're over 1,000 knots, inbound for landing, we got Victor.
Bonanza 978 Romeo, Camarillo Tower, make straight in, runway 26, ident.
A6 Romeo, ident.
Camarillo Tower, Air 25691, Staticore Bridge, 2,000 feet, landing to Victor.
Calling from Staticore Bridge, say again.
Adone, which one are you talking about?
Aircrew 5694 Foxtrot Camarillo Tower, make right traffic, runway 26, report a mile 45.
Right traffic, 26, 1 mile 45. 904
Far right of the panel. Yeah, that's an altimeter. Another altimeter.
Say again.
Cessna 6 November Sierra is on 45.
Cessna 6 November Sierra, continue downwind and when able report a Mooney, currently 4 mile final insight to follow.
Looking at the traffic, 6 November Sierra. 3 Tango Alpha is 1 mile.
No, sorry.
Helicopter 3
That's
Tango
the,
Alpha, proceed to parking landing at Transville BA on risk, wind 190 at 7.
Proceed to parking, 3 Tango Alpha.
It's the suction. It's the altimeter on the Just Flight plane and the
Number 6,
vacuum
number
is
Sierra,
over
number
here.
3, follow Mooney, 2 miles on the runway
on this
26,
one,
clear to land.
stupid useless clock is over here, and the vacuum
Camera tower, helicopter
is over
118,
here.
Lima Golf, on air with like a slow departure with Victor.
Catawba 868, no delay to Bravo, traffic short final.
It is a
Heading to Bravo.
busy one. Okay, I need to be like way better on the airspeeds going into John Wayne. I just let it go way too fast.
Camera tower, helicopter 118, Lima Golf, it's on air, slow departure with
Okay, we are
Helicopter 118, Lima Golf, Camera Tower.
Yeah, the EGT is right here. Right down there. Still waiting on the table. That's so funny. Oh my god.
Point Magoo, approach, Archer 444, Foxtrot Golf, 2,800, climbing 5,500 just off of Camarillo.
Printed on the visor is all of the power settings, which is really weird. You know, it's like at different temperatures and different mixture settings. It's weird.
Nope.
Yeah, Ernie, and Brett has been to pretty much all of them. It's the best restaurant that I've ever been to at an airport, but it's not the best view from an airport.
South of Beam Tower, runway
If you
26,
really want to
clear to
see
land.
planes take off and land, it's not the best, but it is the best restaurant to fly to, land at, eat, and then leave. But yeah, the view is marginal relative to some of the other ones. Like Gillespie is one of my favorite because the food is great and the view is fantastic. Same with
Magoo, approach,
Fullerton.
Archer 444, Foxtrot Golf, 3,600, climbing 5,500, approaching Conejo grade.
Zero Alpha Mike, squawk 4716.
4716.
Yeah, 94th Aero is another fantastic one.
267, contact Santa Barbara, approach
We're looking good.
125.4.
Ah, we're looking good. I will do the audio because I don't have the chat bot up.
Sorry, was that for us, 64267?
2678, before you go, traffic at your 5 o'clock, 2 miles, 5,000 Mooney, westbound.
Looking for traffic, 267.
267, contact Santa Barbara, approach 125.4.
Contacting Santa Barbara approach, 125.4. 64267.
101 Juliet, traffic 12 o'clock, 2 miles, 4,600, Cessna westbound.
Roger, we'll look for it, 01 Juliet.
Okay, so I'm
23 Fox,
messaging Tony
right
now.
Van Nuys.
090 direct Van Nuys, 23 Fox.
Okay, so when I say go,
northeast camera report 4,600.
everybody say hi Tony in the chat. Okay, ready,
traffic 2 o'clock, 2 miles,
set,
4,700 experimental eastbound.
go.
Point Magoo, approach, Archer 444, Foxtrot Golf, 4,400, climbing 5,500 over the Conejo grade.
Everyone's saying hi to
There's
Tony.
Alpha Mike, traffic 9 o'clock, 2 miles, 5,000 eastbound, Cirrus.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Alpha Mike, say again about this traffic location.
There's Alpha Mike, traffic at your 9 o'clock, 2 miles, 5,000.
Looking for traffic, Alpha Mike.
Cirrus 23 Foxtrot, traffic 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 2 miles, 5,000, experimental eastbound climbing.
That's hilarious.
Air 90 Sierra, contact camera tower 128.2.
He's so confused by all this, it's hilarious.
Air 01 Juliet, contact Santa Barbara, approach 125.4.
Zodius, they were not interested in talking to me.
Point Magoo, approach, Archer 444, Foxtrot Golf, 5,000.
Archer 444, Foxtrot Golf, Magoo, approach, say request.
I'd like to pick up flight following southbound to John Wayne via the coastal route at 5,500.
Archer 4 Foxtrot Golf, squawk 4610.
4610 for Foxtrot Golf.
I'm trying to,
I'm
definitely trying to. Yes, T-Storm, he's not going to. The Pilot Edge introduced a rule prohibiting controllers from streaming the scope.
00 Juliet Golf V4D, at your discretion.
We're going to beat the top of climb calculation.
23 Foxtrot contact set. Correction, SoCal approach 134.2.
30 more minutes.
34.2, 23 Fox.
All right, High Wing, have a good one, man. Yeah, no more scope streaming. No, this was just the initial cross-country solo.
Strange.
All right, Tony says, just laughs and says, "Man, that's awesome." He says, I was watching your videos with me and them and was getting so uncomfortable. I hate hearing myself talk sometimes. Just keep blabbing on and on, repeating myself."
Good afternoon, Magoo, Golden Eagle 747, Charlie Alpha, level 4000. Joining the final approach course.
Golden Eagle 747, Charlie Alpha, Magoo, approach information, Victor's current. Traffic 11, correction, 1 o'clock, 2 miles, 4,100 southbound.
Looking for that traffic, we have information, Victor Camarillo.
7 Charlie Alpha, say approach class.
The RNAV GPS Zulu, runway 26.
7 Charlie Alpha, over Swanner, cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 26 approach.
Cleared RNAV.
So now Camarillo is short and fat, like I am.
Experimental 0 Alpha, my contact, SoCal approach 134.2.
Oh, okay, sorry, let me, I was blabbing to Tony. Okay, let's see, I guess I'll have to rely on Keith for that now, and then, yeah, and he's not very consistent, unfortunately. There's a bunch of reasoning for that, but Keith said it was just not reasonable to expect controllers as streamers to think about the company the entire time and not have it be about their personality, which it has to be. So that's kind of like the short answer. I was wondering how long it was going to take you to notice that altitude. Okay, yeah, we're
0 Alpha, Mike. We're set outbound.
Joining the one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I did let it go, didn't I?
Good afternoon, Magoo, Golden Eagle 747, Charlie Alpha, level 4000. Joining the final approach course.
Golden Eagle 747, Charlie Alpha, Magoo, approach information, Victor's current. Traffic 11, correction, 1 o'clock, 2 miles, 4,100
I want that thing, I want that needle pegged.
Looking for that traffic, we have information, Victor Camarillo.
7 Charlie Alpha, say approach class.
The RNAV GPS Zulu, runway 26.
7 Charlie Alpha, over
yeah,
Swanner,
exactly.
cleared RNAV Zulu, runway 26 approach.
It is a very tough thing to navigate, but
Experimental 0 Alpha,
unfortunately that was the decision that was made, and hopefully, you know, it works out.
Magoo 551, 2 minutes to jumpers.
7 Charlie Alpha, traffic 2 o'clock, 2 miles, 4,200, Lancer southbound.
Negative contact, still looking 7 Charlie Alpha.
113.6.
Lancer 0 Echo Romeo, traffic 10 o'clock, 2 miles, 4,000, westbound Golden Eagle.
Traffic's inside 0 Echo Romeo.
7 Charlie Alpha, the traffic guys inside.
Thank you, 7 Charlie Alpha.
And 16 Romeo, contact Santa Barbara approach 125.4.
125.4, Musketeer 16.
Yeah, I'm the same way, like, I understand it,
610,
don't like it.
3023. Such all aircraft airdrop activities 5 miles northeast Cameron Airport, 8,000 feet and below for the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was a big portion of that thing too, Brad, is the, you know, the larger clients.
Zero Echo Romeo, traffic also has you in sightings on the RNAV Zulu into Camarillo.
I could maintain any altitude, just not the one I needed. Nice eyes. So there are 2 planes coming up here. They get
traffic down there coming in.
Really close.
Looks like that's an RNAV Zulu guy. Oh, they got 2. Those guys are right on top of one another. No kidding.
Okay, I don't know if you heard this here. So listen to this.
Zero Echo Romeo got ran over.
Yeah, right there. You can hear that. Listen to this next guy.
Zero Echo Romeo, traffic also has you in sightings on the RNAV Zulu into Camarillo.
Zero Echo Romeo got ran over.
He about ran over us. They were like, I could see them passing.
Got that traffic down there coming in. Looks like that's an RNAV Zulu guy. Oh, they got two. Those guys are right on top of one another. No kidding. Jeez.
Jeez.
All right, well, I don't do the death grip anymore. I've got power set. Probably come back even a little bit more.
And Magoo, Echo Romeo has that 421 about a half a mile off our right wing now.
930 Echo Romeo, we're requesting the RNAV Zulu in the Camarillo.
We're on VFR.
Roger.
Magoo approach, 3 Charlie Delta with you at 3,500 for Camarillo.
Zodius, absolutely, dude.
3 Charlie Delta, Magoo approach, information pictures.
That would be
Camarillo.
super fun.
With Victor, 3 Charlie Delta.
We'll for sure do it.
Echo Romeo, we're going to follow the 421. We have
It's pretty up here.
Roger.
Yeah, look at that.
3 Charlie Delta, 12 o'clock, 2 miles, 3,300 indicated westbound.
I don't see any grip now. Well, yeah, you're supposed to fly with your knees, aren't you?
3 Charlie Delta, traffic 12 o'clock,
Recline
2 miles
the seat.
opposite direction, 3,200.
Part of the cruise
3 Charlie
checklist.
Delta looking for traffic.
3 Charlie Delta, if you don't have that traffic in sight, just suggest left turn 30 degrees.
Oh, Brett, thanks,
3
man.
Charlie Delta.
Magoo approach, Cessna 272 Whiskey Charlie, 3,500.
No, Zodius,
Air 272 Whiskey Charlie,
I have,
Magoo approach, going to 3023.
traffic on the
3023
430.
Whiskey Charlie.
I can't.
Air 7 Charlie Alpha, contact camera tower.
Brad will know the name of it, but it's
Camera tower, 7 Charlie Alpha.
some other like
Got a guy
Garmin
below us.
transponder functionality, which is pretty accurate
500
and
feet maybe.
has a lot of things
contact
on
camera
it.
tower, 128.2.
TIS, yeah. TIS and TIS-B. Yep.
Air 3 Charlie Delta, traffic no factor, resume on navigation.
I'll resume on now. Thank you, 3 Charlie Delta.
Look at that grip. Look at that grip. Oh, I love that. Oh, we're looking good.
He might be climbing above us. Actually, he just moved to 6,000 feet. Is now above us somewhere.
Air 4 Foxtrot Golf, contact SoCal approach 134.2.
134.2, 444 Foxtrot Golf, see ya.
Filthy casual.
18.7.
We're looking good. Oh, we're looking good.
Southwest 48, 21, runway 8. Mirror 8 Mike November, turn left heading 150.
Left turn heading 150.
I told you I'd do it, Wiley.
SoCal approach, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, 5,500.
Number 521 Delta Charlie, turn left heading 070.
070, traffic in sight.
Let me get a word in, guys.
8 Mike November, Van Nuys sight.
Oh, there he is.
Traffic.
There he is. I gotcha.
November 7348 X-ray, 7 right to southwest of
The more you know.
Van Nuys
Yeah.
Airport.
November 44 Golf November SoCal.
Absolutely, Mike.
November with you, 4,000.
Got some
44 Golf November,
serious,
turn left heading 250.
serious studying to do.
250, 4 Golf November.
November 1 Delta Charlie,
Just
clear
like
visual approach runway 34
CE1
left.
controller for all
Clear for
of
visual,
us.
34 left, 1 Delta Charlie.
Feels like it.
November 5023 Fox,
Look at-
contact approach
I can't get a
124.6.
word in.
24.6, 2 Fox.
Ladder 7 Whiskey Alpha, resume on navigation, and VFR climb approved.
7 Cap, thank you.
So that was try 106, we've got Burbank in sight.
November 0 Alpha Mike, approach
This is like me trying to get off
120.4.
the ground at John Wayne during Marcus's stream.
November 521 Delta Charlie, connect tower 119.3.
19.3, we'll see you, 1 Delta Charlie.
Premier 8 Mike November, descend and maintain 5,000.
Send to maintain 5,000, 8 Mike November.
November 417 kilo, turn left heading 070.
Left 070, 17 kilo.
There's a bunch of
Big
planes
check
right here.
106, turn left heading 160, descend and maintain 5,000.
All right, 160, descend, maintain 5,000, Burbank's in sight, big stripe 106.
Roger.
SoCal approach, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, 5,500.
Brad, I didn't even. I'll have to go back and listen to that. That's really funny. So 8 Mike November.
Premier 8 Mike November, turn left
Oh, here we go.
heading 080.
Left turn heading 080, 8 Mike November.
Yes, that's like really. I noticed that too when I was going through the footage.
November 444 Foxtrot Golf, still approach Burbank altimeter 3024. Head your plan to navigate to Los Angeles level airspace.
I think it was a premiere too.
We're planning coastal route southbound at 5,500, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
And 4 Golf November, flighting 310.
Full recording studio.
310, 4 Golf November. And 17 Kilo has field in sight.
Yeah, Premier 8 Mike November. Okay, yeah, that's what I recognized that as well when I went through this the first time.
Dakota 29610, climbing out of 4,400 to 5,500.
And I was trying to think
November, descend maintain 4,000.
what headset that probably was. Like, was it the Bose Pros or
Big Stripe
something?
106, turn left, heading 100.
Left turn 100, Big Stripe 106.
And 417 Kilo has field in sight.
417 Kilo, I understand. For now, flighting 160, vector clear sequence in the Van Nuys.
Okay, 16017 Kilo.
Okay, looking for this.
Radio intercom related, not headset. Yeah.
Got our airspeed.
Premier 8 Mike November, flighting 100.
There's another 8 Mike November.
Fighting 100, 8 Mike November.
You're right, it's so weird sounding.
Hotel Dakota 29610 with you. 5,000 climbing, 5,500.
And some of these are
8 Mike November, we do have the airport set.
Premier 8 Mike November, cleared visual approach runway 34 left.
Alright, cleared visual 34 left, 8 Mike November.
Yeah, and they just sound so bad.
Big Stripe 106 traffic.
Time.
Right,
Have a great night, man. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it.
Premier jet out of 4,000.
We're looking for a Big Stripe 106.
Clear 34 left. Oh,
Stripe
yeah.
106, descend to maintain 4,000.
Descend maintain 4,000, Big Stripe 106.
Squadron 7 Whiskey Alpha, contact Magoo approach on 128.65.
Localizers coming in.
November 4 Foxtrot Golf, cleared through LA Class Bravo airspace via the coastal route at 5,500.
Alright, cleared to the Class Bravo, 5,500 via the coastal route, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
And the 417 Kilo, descend to maintain 4,000.
Okay, there's our clearance. So we're going to be flying the 323 radial, LAX radial. Once that comes in, I'll make the turn at 5,500, which we have to...
November 4 Golf November, stay approach request.
Make sure we keep an eye on that.
4 Golf November, proceed direct,
It is
join the final approach.
very busy.
Coming at you with 100,000 watts of power. It's Premier Radio.
Coming up to Van Nuys that are above 3,000, clear visual approach runway 8.
Van Nuys that are above 3,000, cleared for the visual approach runway 8, Big Stripe 106.
Premier 8 Mike November, contact tower 119.3.
119.3, good day, Mike November.
All right, White Leg. Sorry, I just missed yours as well. Have a great night, White Leg. Thanks for hanging out.
06017 Kilo.
Are they landing opposite today? Looks like it.
SoCal approach. You're caller number 10. You've now
Okay,
won
localizer
Steely Dan
is
tickets this
almost
weekend
there.
at the Showbox.
The reciprocal is 143.
Big Stripe 106, contact Burbank Tower 118.7.
Off to the tower, Big Stripe 106.
November 4 Golf November, contact Magoo approach 124.7.
4 Golf November.
24.7, 4 Golf November. Citation 719 Lima, 6,000, slowing to 200 knots with Victor.
November 719 Lima, SoCal approach, proceed direct south, join the final approach course.
Confirm that's direct to Jurek.
Direct success,
I
join the
really
final approach
focused
course for
on
719
the
Lima.
altitude on this
Direct
one.
to SESP, 719 Lima for the approach.
Bonanza 417 Kilo, third visual approach, runway 34 left.
Oh, Big Stripe and
Third
Red
visual
Stripe.
34 left, 17 Kilo.
Hyper 4 Foxtrot Golf, contact SoCal approach 134.9er.
1349er, 444 Foxtrot Golf, see ya.
That was a baby Sia. It was a little baby guy.
1349.
SoCal approach, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, 5,500.
Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, SoCal, altimeter 3021.
3021 for Foxtrot Golf.
I was pretty proud with one of them. It's not the best ever. I'll do better, but there's a controller here that grades Sias when it's slow.
Okay.
Oh
and we just basically got to aim towards the end of LAX there.
See ya. That's a good idea. Just all my sign-offs. See ya. Good day. Have a good day. We'll see you. We'll see you. See ya.
Must have a nice little tailwind here. There's downtown LA. Sweet. Okay, focus on that.
Is that a fact, Cessna?
Altimeter. Focus on traffic and also the altimeter. All right, well this is pretty stressful, like in a good way, but very stressful. It's very busy today. We're having to work here. Something's up.
9 Yankee Zulu, what's your on-course heading?
Something is up with the 430. Nav and Comm 2 are working great.
Yeah, I'm just saying if I gave you on nav, what would your on-course heading be?
It seems like Nav and Comm 1
we would probably do it at 300.
Are just not happy right now.
A 300 heading, huh?
Like it was working and it just stopped.
What fix are you doing?
Okay, so two things are happening here. One, I am talking about my failed Comm 1. I wasn't even listening to that because going through this flight, doing this in the actual plane, I don't hear other traffic as well as I should. Like there's some things that I need to know, like, okay, there's this guy's coming on the RNAV Zulu, this guy's behind me, I'm number 2, this guy's over here. But if it's something like, you know, a guy's descending into Burbank or doing something that is clearly far away from me, I like register it and then immediately don't care what he's doing. Listen to this guy in the background. The controller says 300, huh? It's so freaking awesome.
Happy right now.
A 300 heading, huh?
Like it was working and it just stopped.
What fix are you doing?
So that adds to the...
I've just switched my flight plan, so I had in Fermi, LAX, Chatty, then Gorman. So effectively, we're aiming for Gorman. So I'm happy. Any way to Gorman you want.
9 Yankee Zulu, you can resume your own navigation for Gorman, and then leave.
Okay,
are just not happy right now. Are working great. Having to work here. Something's up.
9 Yankee Zulu, what's your on-course heading?
Something is up with the 430. Nav and Comm 2 are working great.
Yeah, I'm just saying if I gave you on nav, what would your on-course heading be?
It seems like Nav and Comm 1
we would probably do it at 300.
Are just not happy right now.
A 300 heading, huh?
Like it was working and it just
a 300 heading, huh?
So that adds to the...
I've just switched my flight plan, so I had in Fermi, LAX, Chatty, then Gorman. So effectively, we're aiming for Gorman. So I'm happy. Any way to Gorman you want.
9 Yankee Zulu, you can resume your own navigation for Gorman, and then leave in class Bravo, then beyond that, on navigation to approved.
Roger, on navigation to Gorman when we leave the class Bravo, 9 Yankee Zulu.
Please just get me to Gorman. I love that, just like, a 300 heading, huh? Okay. Just get out to freaking Gorman.
However you're watching this, whether we're on a rebroadcast on Twitch or on YouTube, thank you for watching, at least all the way to this point.
Thank you.
I have a lot to debrief and think about at the end of this. Just that first leg. Man, I came in way too fast into Camarillo. It's just such a weird sensation. You know, I just got to trust the numbers and be really diligent about getting the plane slow down.
Don't hit anything.
I let it go too fast for too long.
This is why I love the coastal route, though.
Santa Monica below us. Nice.
I was close, Brett. I was like, should I? Nah. But this is why the coastal route is so great, because this, this frequency is so quiet, and it's awesome. There's peaceful. Like compared to the leg going out there, this was so nice.
Man, it's so cool here when it is actually clear out. And there's a little bit, I can see a layer, there's like a marine layer just sitting at John Wayne right now. So the visibility will definitely drop there a little bit. But up here, it's actually...
4 Foxtrot, Golf LA, altimeter 3021.
3021, 444 Foxtrot Golf, thanks.
Okay.
Yeah, Brad. Yeah, positive control, awesome view, quiet.
And we're going to be 1, 2, 3 heading out of here.
Never.
So we're going to keep.
Never got
hold that heading for right now.
Chance to do the mini route. Probably never will.
Man, the coastal route is so much better than the special flight rules. This frequency is really quiet.
I already said that.
Okay, let's switch to the right tank here.
Stop it. Yeah, that's a good way to get my subscription numbers up. Just every controller I go to, just get them to subscribe to my YouTube channel.
SoCal 124.6.
Roger, 124.6. Thanks for all the help.
That would be cool, Brad. We'll have to do it when they bring it back. If they bring it back. Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, contact SoCal approach 12535. 12535. Don't forget to like and subscribe for Foxtrot Golf. Yeah, and okay, check this out. This is cool. All right, I tried to get a picture of it, and I don't think I got anything that even resembled a picture. I really wanted to snap this picture, but I also really wanted to fly the airplane. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, so this is SoCal approach 444 Foxtrot Golf. My YouTube channel is and southbound coastal route. So this is the picture that I tried to take of that's of the hinge of the little window. Sweet photography. Oh, hey, green screen. Can you see that little speck right there? No. That little, if you're on a phone, there's like 3 pixels. That's an A380, and it looked gigantic. I mean, I can see it a little bit clearer than you probably can. Perfect. Frame it. My attempt at...
All right, we're coming up to...
taking a picture of an A380 taxi.
Here. It's on the south.
SoCal Falcon 10 Foxtrot, 11 south direct, Seal Beach.
Whoa.
10 Foxtrot, SoCal record.
That is such a cool shot at LAX.
Oh, there's an A380 taxiing.
Brad.
Oh my God.
Low level under the departures would be freaking awesome.
That thing is an absolute monster.
There's the picture right there. I was like, I think I got it, and I just like threw my phone away.
Okay, now let's go to...
Have a good night, Cessna. Thanks for hanging out.
1, 2, 3.
Smash. On frequency right about now. If you guys do like these videos, make sure to smash that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the channel. I could probably do most of those audio cues. I've heard them so many times. There you go, White League. If you guys do like these videos, make sure to smash that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the channel. Well, Mrs. Adams, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for taking the videos as well. Hope you guys had a great lunch, and that meant a lot to me for you guys to be out there to watch that. Yeah, and you're pretty damn good at it, Brad. That is for sure.
Still not picking it up?
I think they would have too, White Leg.
There it goes.
Even though they're not allowed to have their phones in
Coming
there,
out of the
on their
cone of
break,
confusion.
they for sure would have subscribed. Like guaranteed.
For bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Use caution for
so yeah, that COM 1 that I'm unable to transmit on was perfect for
all aircraft read back all runway assignments and all runway hold short instructions. All departing general aviation aircraft contact clearance will every prior to taxi. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information Sierra.
Just get the whole ATC network watching.
Information Sierra.
John Wayne Airport ATIS information
so they know all the mistakes that I make.
20530.
They can report me.
Wind 230 at 5.
Central pitch was 69,000.
Your clouds at 25.
Like, oh, that's what that jackass was doing up there?
Sir, West Coast 60 SoCal, Delta 3021.
3021, West Coast 60.
Visual approach is runway 20, driving you. Landing in
710 Foxtrot, contact SoCal 134.35.
3435, 10 Foxtrot.
Hazardous weather information.
Okay.
I'll turn right 10 degrees.
Magenta. Looks good there.
When you subscribe and share this video with 10 of your aviation-loving friends. Smash that button, ring that bell, and I will start my VFR descent. Oh my god. Such an asshole.
Yeah,
otherwise, I'm flying 300 until I hit Gorman.
By far.
Oh my god. Get some hours at least, 99.
Okay. I love Tony. I love having Tony in the plane. I love his instructions.
Foxtrot Golf, contact SoCal 127.2.
127.2, 444 Foxtrot Golf, see ya.
Later. West Coast 60, flight at 160.
160, West Coast.
That was my favorite of them.
SoCal approach, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, 5,500.
Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, SoCal approach. Advise when you have John Wayne information Sierra, navigate to the Huntington Beach Pier.
Later.
We've got information Sierra 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Number 4 Foxtrot Golf, proceed to the Huntington Beach Pier.
Okay, we'll proceed direct Huntington Beach Pier, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Okay, go Huntington Beach, direct to. Okay, looks good. And we're gonna go at our little plotter here.
Skywest 3488, contact approach 121.3, see ya.
121.3 Skywest 3488, we'll see ya.
This guy had a very, like, not lazy way of talking, but
yeah,
you know,
it's empty
like,
now. Camarillo was an absolute zoo.
Zardo, welcome. Awesome, man. Thank you for the subscription and welcome aboard. So he was watching AJ the other night and he was working
actually, they're going to have us go 1281.
Somebody actually donated to him in order to tell him they were ready to pick up their clearance because he was so busy. That's awesome. That is freaking awesome.
Okay, so we got Sierra. We're all good. Just for fun, if I wanted to go directly to Beach Pier, we're like just over Torrance.
Hello, Zardo. That's freaking awesome.
The old plotter here, and we've got Torrance to Huntington Beach Pier, straight up.
Awesome. Awesome, Zardo.
120.
It's
minus 12, 108. So we're a little bit off, and I'm doing that from Torrance, and we're a beam that not.
All right. So right now, I got I even like took a snapshot of this, I think, but I am over okay, so I'm going direct to the Queen Mary right here per my flight plan, and then I got direct to Huntington Beach Pier, so I'm basically cutting this corner a little bit, and as a result I used the plotter on the iPad in order to get my new heading. And then I tried to do it with the paper. So this was like we were talking about earlier. Did I try to use the chart with the iPad And you just can't see
We've got
it.
information, Sierra 444.
But I got the plotter out and did the whole thing.
Number 4 Foxtrot Golf, proceed to the Huntington Beach Pier.
Okay, we'll proceed direct Huntington Beach Pier, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Okay, go Huntington Beach, direct to. Okay, looks good. And we're gonna go at our little plotter here.
Skywest 3488, contact approach 121.3, see ya.
121.3 Skywest 3488, we'll see ya.
Okay, so there's heading bug.
Yeah, it's empty now. Camarillo was an absolute zoo. Actually, they're going to have us go 1281.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay, yeah. She's right here. Little cutie. Zardo, no, this is a, yeah, I wish. This is
so we got Sierra.
rental that hardly ever gets flown by anybody else.
Good.
Which is
just for
awesome.
fun, if I wanted to go direct Huntington Beach Pier, we're like just over
So here's
Torrance.
the chart. Get the chart
Let's get out the old plotter here. And we've got
student pilot still, Zardo.
Torrance to Huntington Beach Pier, straight up. 120, minus 12, 108. So we're a little bit off, and I'm doing that from Torrance, and we're a beam that, not necessarily direct to it. So got it.
Cool. Yeah, I can imagine, Zardo. It's different. I mean, it's different even in Canada.
Right over Long Beach Harbor. Catalina looks pretty. Looks close too from this height. All right, now we're just waiting for our descent approval to descend, which we should be getting here soon because we're almost out of the Bravo.
Yep, still in it right now.
For 4 Foxtrot Golf, I need you to start a VFR descent to 3,500 at least.
Okay, we're heading down to 3,500, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
So approach West Coast 60 out of 7,800, sending 7,000, heading 180, we have Sierra.
West Coast 60, SoCal approach, just set to maintain 6,000, expect a visual approach, runway 20 right.
6,000, West Coast 60.
Okay, going down to 3,500. Got the ATIS at John Wayne. Still, we're drifting a little bit.
And SoCal, Med Flight 4, we are finished here. Request the practice RNAV 22 left, head south.
Med Flight 4, SoCal approach, roger. You can reverse course direct Seal Beach VOR, depart Seal Beach heading 070.
I don't know if you can see those boats out here.
Initial vectors for the practice RNAV approach.
There's a crap load of them. It's cool seeing
There's
them.
Long Beach out there.
All right, direct Seal Beach.
They look so tiny when you're
0 for the RNAV 22 left,
same
Med
direction.
Flight 4.
Med Flight 4 for traffic, 3,500.
3,500 for traffic, Med Flight 4.
We got a nice, healthy descent here. He sounded like,
Of course, 99.
he really
My
wanted us
pleasure.
to go down.
Thank you
Good
for
afternoon, Saratoga 1013 Echo 4,500,
participating.
direct Seal Beach, and then Torrance, I have Juliet.
101 Charlie Echo, SoCal approach, roger. Maintain VFR at 4,500 for traffic.
Maintain 4,500 for traffic, 101 Echo.
West Coast 60, turn left, heading 090.
Left 090, West Coast 60.
There's Huntington Beach Pier in sight. John Wayne in sight.
Southwest 3726.
South 3726, Sierra, expect visual approach 20 right.
We have Sierra, South 3726.
19 miles from John Wayne. And we're about 15 minutes ahead of our schedule. Or maybe not schedule, more like 15 minutes ahead of when we need to be back.
Flight 4, contact approach 125.35, good day.
Oh, Whiteley, you have a gold wing?
Don't work too hard, Flight 4.
My dad just got a gold wing.
4 Foxtrot Golf, traffic off your right, northbound over the water towards the Queen Mary 2200.
Alright, 4 Foxtrot Golf, looking.
Air 4 Foxtrot Golf, contact approach 125.35, good day.
12535, good day, see ya.
West Coast 60, turn left heading 070.
070, West Coast 60.
Additional traffic though, 1 o'clock, 4 miles opposite direction, 2,700 not Fox
Ton
8.
of boats and stuff.
Alright, yeah, that's traffic.
Let's get back up to 3,500. This is what
Yeah, my dad says that gold wing
approach
is just
Med Flight 4, 3,500 direct SoBeach.
He's loving that bike.
Med Flight 4, SoCal approach. Just hold that altitude for
He's
traffic.
been a
on
Harley
reach
guy
altimeter
for
3019.
15 years,
19 and
15,
we'll
20
hold
years
35, Med
maybe.
Flight 4.
we should be okay.
Cessna 27 Golf Foxtrot, traffic 11 o'clock, 1 mile southwest 2,800. Additional traffic 2 o'clock, 2 miles southwestbound 2,700. That one is not.
And he's coming down. He's actually bringing the bike down
We got
here.
the one at 11 o'clock inside, looking for the
in
other
the
traffic.
springtime.
Golf Foxtrot.
He bought it to do
SoCal
that.
approach, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf descending to 3,300.
Air 444 Foxtrot Golf SoCal approach. Altitude at your discretion inbound to the pier. John Wayne altimeter, tree 019er.
Okay, altitude at our discretion. We will head straight to the pier, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Okay, so.
Well, those are not bad options,
Aircraft 1 mile
Zarda.
east of Steel Beach, 2,800 southbound SoCal. You monitoring?
Oh yeah, this guy was not talking to anybody. This was weird.
Okay, so. It's kind of what
VFR aircraft 1 mile east of Steel Beach, 2,800 southbound SoCal. You monitoring?
Okay, so where is that guy?
I did not like that someone was buzzing around there and not talking to anyone.
South at Seal Beach, which I have in sight.
November 3 Whiskey Mike, that traffic's passing off your right wing, 3 o'clock, 1 mile, 2,700 indicated.
Still looking into Mike.
Air 6 Zulu Papa, continue VFR descent at or below 2,500.
At or below 2,500, 6 to the Papa.
Air 27 Golf Foxtrot, all the traffic no factor. Contact Fullerton Tower 119.1, good day.
Fullerton Tower 119.1, good day, 7 Golf Foxtrot.
Med Flight 4, traffic Skyhawk, 11 o'clock, 2 miles maneuvering over Steel Beach QR at 3,000, now lower for you pass.
Alright, looking for traffic, Med Flight 4.
Yeah, Zardo, I love this plane.
Med Flight 4, you have additional traffic, 12 o'clock, 1 mile off.
I'm very, very comfortable in it.
VFR restricted above you.
Okay, looking for both targets, Med Flight 4.
Cherokee 4 Foxtrot Golf, you can contact John Wayne Tower 126.8, good day.
126.8, see ya. Med Flight 4 had.
Where you at, Max? That was my best one. 126.8, good day.
Med Flight 4 had. Flight 4.
Cherokee 4 Foxtrot Golf, you can contact John Wayne Tower 126.8, good day.
126.8, see ya. Med Flight 4 had.
So stupid.
John Wayne Tower, Archer 444 Foxtrot Golf, descending through 2,100 direct Huntington Beach Pier for a full stop with information Sierra.
Look how gorgeous that
November
water is,
444 Foxtrot Golf, John Wayne Tower, proceed inbound, cross over the control tower at or above 1,300, air left downwind, runway 20 left.
Okay, proceed inbound at direct, go over the tower 1,300 and left downwind for 20 left for Foxtrot Golf.
You did it.
That was a mess.
John Wayne Tower Sky was 3488 for 20
And thank you, new
right.
pilot.
Sky was 3488, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, go to left.
Currently on 20 right, Sky was 3488.
Okay, let's make sure that there's no banner tow guys. We'll just be at 1,500-ish, a little bit above, and then we're going to cross over the
1151 contact
control tower at
1151 switch.
1,300. So let's go to procedures and traffic pattern at John Wayne, 20 left, and we're going to go cross midfield direct, and we're going to add that in there. Okay.
Oh, Brad, you're still there. Good, good, good. It is a very weird instruction. There has to be a better way to phrase it on the controller side, but I'm trying to figure out
You're number 2, following a Embraer 3-mile final, runway 20 right,
Alright,
go left.
well,
Okay, descent checklist. So we got.
that makes me feel much better.
We're gonna leave carb heat on right now. We're gonna
But
go
yeah,
do
it's
our
a weird.
Foxtrot, stay parking.
Once we're
And especially when
closer.
you're not trying, when you're trying to
And then-
actually,
23 Foxtrot, turn left to the tail, contact ground.
We got.
especially when you're trying to like understand the instruction and not just like regurgitate it and kind of not really understand what they're asking. It's like, okay, proceed direct to the airport, which is also a little bit different because usually it's the pier or maybe Miles Square Park or something. So it's like, okay, proceed direct, cross over the control tower, 1300 or above, left downwind, 20 left. Like there's so many parts to that you have to, like, okay, we're going straight to the airport, we're crossing over the tower, got an altitude, left downwind, 20 left. It is a mess.
We're going to leave carb heat on right now. We're going to go to our
Foxtrot, stay parking.
Once we're closer.
Could have made it way further.
2-3 Foxtrot, turn left to the hotel, contact ground.
Left on hotel, over the ground.
Should be okay there.
Man, the water looked so pretty.
And what were our
today.
winds?
Just
230
turquoise the whole time.
F5, so doing okay. A little right crosswind. Well, this has been an adventure and a learning experience.
Not done yet, dude.
We got to make this one really nice, though. I want to be on center line. I want to be under control. I want to have correct speeds.
I bet you want all those things. No, pick 2.
Go straight for traffic left down, parallel runways to Cessna.
Okay,
Traffic
so
goes like 4.
we're on the, let's go on the fullest tank, which is going to be the left side here. Okay, we're good there. So we got fullest tank. We've got all of our lights on. We got mixture full reg. We got carb heat still off right
Mooney
now.
5765 November, downwind tower, kilo, cross runway 20 right, hold short, runway 20 left.
Second
Cross 20 right, hold short 20 left, 65
Longer than
November.
a second, dude. Zodius, no, this was on Saturday. Yeah. Yeah, if I did it today, I wouldn't have done it today. The winds were crazy.
Got my shadow on the ground. That looks
GoPro
cool.
data on the video, altitude, ground speed trace, all that
Mooney
stuff.
57 November,
I don't really
hold
have
there, and contact tower
plug-in for
119.9.
that. 99, but if there was an easy way to do that or add that,
left echo, contact ground,
sure
sky with
consider it.
3488.
Be pretty interesting.
Miles Square Park over the left.
I'm sure like
here.
Cloud Ahoy has some feature.
And I'm just going to follow the 405
is on base for 20 right. We have the field and traffic in sight.
West Coast 60, Joint Tower number 2, follow Plottis, mile final, runway 20 right, clear to land, additional traffic left down, parallel runway, Cessna.
Clear to land 20 right, West Coast 60.
Joint Tower, combat 152, coming up on the pier 2000,
Record the
West Coast Cherokee.
playback off the iPad.
Combat 1,
Like
John
from
Lane,
ForeFlight?
combat 1, flight, John Lane Tower, continue inbound. I have multiple arrivals for the right runway. Cross over the control tower at or above 1,500. Actually, maintain at or above 1,800 for now and continue inbound.
Yeah, at above 1,800 for now and continuing inbound combat flight. Can we go fast or you want to slow down?
Combat 1, you're about 4 miles in trail of the Cherokee, indicating 110 knots, so slowest practical speed will be the best.
Okay, copy. We'll slow it way down and look at the Cherokee. We'll stay up combat flight.
We'll slow it way down. It does real-time playback if you have the recording on.
Okay, so there's
which I did not.
1,300.
I did
Well,
not
I'm gonna
know
be
about
like
the
50
recording
feet
until
above just to
after.
give us a little bit
So
of
the next
breathing
flight I
room.
will
John
definitely
Wayne
do that.
Tower, this is Big Strike 306, on
would be
visual
cool, though.
for 20 right.
That's 52364, John Wayne Tower, yep.
52364 on frequency.
That's 364, no delay. Cross runway 20 right at kilo, hold short, runway 20 left, traffic 2 mile final.
No delay, immediate takeoff.
Big Stripe 306, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, go to land.
20 right, clear to land, Big Stripe 306.
That is ridiculous that I said
turn left
immediate.
at Delta, no delay please, and contact ground 120.8.
At the Delta, no delay going to ground, close 64.
Cessna 364, between the runways, monitor tower 119.9.
Okay, so 1350 right now. We're going right over the tower.
I know, Zodius, isn't it weird to see it in real life after
Pull the power back a little bit.
Flying
Cherokee
up.
4, Foxtrot Golf, contact tower 119.9.
119.9 or 4 Foxtrot Golf.
Brad, I might have that setting already done. What Once this is done, I want to pop in there
Going
and see
tower,
if I
Archer
actually
444
have it.
Foxtrot Golf, 1300 over the control tower.
I'm just here for the landing.
444 Foxtrot Golf, John Wayne Tower, enter left downwind runway 20 left, traffic short final parallel runway King Air.
Okay, we'll enter a left downwind for runway 20 left. We'll be looking for the traffic, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
He's landing on 20 right, dude. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so there's 100. We got our speed here. Hold steady at 1300. King Air, we got the guy in sight, but he's landed, so he's no factor. We got another guy on short final.
Why'd I say it like that?
Not on short final, he's a couple miles out, but...
You can see the
okay, let's get our first notch of flaps in there, since we are very high.
Downwind Tower, Cessna 52364, holding for 20 left at kilo.
10 Echo, turn downwind.
The ground has to come up to me.
Who else on Downwind Tower?
Number 52364, holding for 20 left at kilo.
52364, John Wayne Tower, roger, in sequence.
Thank you,
sir. 4 Foxtrot Golf, runway 20 left, continue traffic holding position.
Okay, we'll continue. 20 left, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
4 Foxtrot Golf, disregard, runway 20 left.
I hope so.
Clear to land, traffic 2 mile final parallel, runway Embraer.
Okay, clear to land 20 left. We'll be looking for the traffic, 4 Foxtrot Golf. No, traffic inside, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
5 Bravo Juliet on the ground.
85.
Bravo Juliet.
Okay, we got that guy.
Combat 1, John Wayne Tower.
In sight, let's go. Second notch of flaps here.
4 Foxtrot Golf, additional traffic 5 mile final parallel, runways at Boeing 737, report in sight.
Traffic inside, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
4 Foxtrot Golf, maintain field separation, caution weight turns, caution jet blast, jet hole in between the runways.
Okay, we'll caution jet blast, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
10 Echo, traffic 4 mile final parallel, runways at Boeing 737, report in sight.
Traffic's in sight, 10 Echo.
10 Echo, your number 2 phone Cherokee in the base turn, runway 20 left, clear for the option, and maintain field separation, caution weight turns from the Boeing.
20 left, clear for the option number 2, and roger on the rest, 10 Echo.
Okay, so we're
Combat 1, John Wayne Tower.
We got our mental C-gums where we got carb heat.
Combat 1, continue eastbound, I'll call your turn.
Call the turn, Combat 1.
Flaps.
Orange County traffic, helicopter 883 Whiskey Romeo over Pelican Point, like a north transition up the coast, 500 feet.
Zodius, big time. Yeah, it is a major hazard.
363 Sierra Papa, over UCI, make 1 right 360, please.
Over UCI, make 1 right 360, 363 Sierra Papa.
Okay, there's 70. Whoa.
Helicopter 3 Whiskey Romeo, radar contact over Pelican Hills.
This feels so comfortable to me coming into
north
John Wayne.
transition up the coast, please, 500 feet, 3 Whiskey Romeo.
Over.
Helicopter 3 Whiskey Romeo, shoreline transition approved at current altitude and say.
So,
Combat 1,
not perfect,
turn downwind.
Downwind combat plane.
Let it float a little bit, but we're good.
4 Foxtrot Golf, safe parking.
We're at Dead Street Parking, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
4 Foxtrot Golf, turn left at hotel and contact ground.
Listen to this.
Left at hotel, contact ground, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Good job, Bill.
Thank you.
Combat 1, traffic 4 mile final parallel, runways at Boeing 737.
I need some more practice flying in slow speed regimen. Mr. Brad,
sorry about that. Big Stripe 306, we repeat
absolutely
that. Big Stripe 306,
agree.
behind the Cessna directly in sight.
Playback, yeah.
And up the coast, 500 feet.
363 Sierra Papa, over UCI, make 1 right 360, please.
I felt like you're carrying a bit too much energy.
Over
and you
UCI,
really
make 1 right 360, 363 Sierra Papa.
Yeah. Okay, so here was my thought process behind this. So we got a 737 here. This guy had just landed and he was already down there. So I was kind of anticipating this guy actually starting to move sometime soon, which is when, you know, the jet blast is really gonna be bad. I mean, if it's just idling here, obviously. So I was very conscious of staying ahead or staying above this guy. So I'm coming in high.
Whoa.
Helicopter 3 Whiskey Romeo.
Right, so that's that's high for here because of the jet, and you can see, you know, I'm just a little bit above his tail section here, and I am just below 70 knots, which is, as we know, I have 20 knots more of energy in the wing, which is a lot. What's up, Toxic? How's it going? So that is a lot, and I have the nose pointed down because I'm high. But I am
contact over
idle.
Pelican Hill, stay altitude.
I am idle here.
Yeah, like a north transition up the coast, please.
There's 60.
3 Whiskey Romeo.
Helicopter 3 Whiskey Romeo. Shoreline transition approved
55.
at current altitude.
There's 50. So it was like
the coast, please, 500 feet.
It was that initial transition, which I over transitioned.
Hill, stay altitude.
Right
like a north transition up the
there,
coast, please.
Right there. That was like too much too soon. Yeah, full flaps. The other thing I noticed is that you tend to over flare. It's a strong pull with a small pull after. Yeah, I over flared like a son of a bitch right here, for sure.
Helicopter 3 Whiskey Romeo.
Yep.
Radar contact over Pelican Hill, stay altitude.
And the difference between, I still need to iron that out. I do it less frequently, but what I was doing before is I would over flare, and then I wouldn't know how to get out of that. Now I can over flare, and if I let it like balloon a little bit, I know how to like get it down, and it's that second one that's much better. Noticed it at Camarillo too, and I think it's probably a little bit of a like protection, you know, like being solo and having, you know, like I would rather come in like this than like this. Like I do not want to come in flat, and I'm afraid of the ground. Yes, and I am afraid of the ground. Spend a day doing slow flight down the runway. Yep.
Yeah, like a north transition up the coast, please, 500 feet, 3 Whiskey Romeo.
Yeah, I could have planted that down
3
perfectly.
Whiskey Romeo, shoreline transition approved at current altitude.
You know, my airspeed really wasn't too far off. I just pulled back too far.
Turn downwind.
But you can see, like, I mean, I'm landing
float a little bit,
flat and straight, and, you know, center line was good.
4 Foxtrot Golf, stay parking.
We're at Death Street parking, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
4 Foxtrot Golf, turn left at hotel and contact ground.
Left at hotel, contact ground, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Yeah, it had a lot of runway. A lot of runway to play with. Like, relatively speaking, I'm going to have enough. I have plenty of runway to do what I just did, and I also, you know, can go around. But, yeah, you can hear Tony. I found out it was Tony saying good job.
Hotel and contact ground.
Left at hotel, contact ground, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
Good job, Bill.
Thank you.
Combat 1, traffic 4 mile final parallel runway to Boeing 737, report in sight.
Inside combat flight, you can taxi to HIV.
Yeah, you wouldn't want it to go further than
sorry about that. Big Stripe 306, we repeat that.
Big Stripe 306, behind the Cessna directly in front of you. He's going to pull off the taxiway. You can taxi to ACI via Alpha.
Okay, after the Cessna, then we'll park to ACI. Big Stripe 306.
Cherokee 444 Foxtrot Golf, turn around, pull in the midfield, run up and hold.
Okay, in midfield, run up and hold, 444 Foxtrot Golf.
I don't know who just said, good job, Bill, but that's kind of cool. Must have been somebody, oh, you know what, I bet it was Tony in one of his planes. Yeah. With a student. Okay, so this jet is going into ACI.
Alright, we're moving. 306, next.
South 3726, turn around, taxi to your gate, the Alpha Whiskey.
Ground Southwest 3726, clearing Echo for gate 20.
South 3726, turn around, taxi gate, actually 20 is occupied, taxi via Alpha, and pull into the south main overnight area. I pointed out just
electric
taxi
fuel
south, or northbound Alpha, I'll call it out.
Alright, north and Alpha will call up, Southwest 3726.
Transponder.
21 and 19 are both open.
Brad, thank you very much, man. Iowa, thank you guys so much for hanging out
17
tonight.
for 3726.
All right, 17 is open for South 3726, taxi gate 17 via Alpha.
I'll put the 17,
Thank you, Brad.
3726, thanks.
I need to find this track
Cherokee 4 Foxtrot Golf, behind the 737 on Alpha now, taxi to the southeast ramp area and hold there, caution jet blast.
Okay, we'll be behind the southwest 737, midfield run up, and then we'll hold 4 Foxtrot Golf.
Southeast ramp area and hold.
Roger, southeast run up, 4 Fox Golf.
Okay. So we're going to get slotted in between two Southwest guys, which thank God they taxi fast.
Ground Southwest 3332's off on Echo for gate 19.
That's 3332, draw ground, pull on to Alpha and hold on Alpha. There'll be opposite direction traffic on the taxiway.
Pull on to Alpha and hold on Alpha, Southwest 3332.
Oh, she hates that. Okay, that guy is not really on thrusts, but we have plenty of space there.
So it's a 5 Bravo Juliet behind the Southwest 737, taxi to parking the Alpha. He's going to be holding on the taxiway for just a second for Cherokee bound into your left.
We'll taxi to Dove Street, wait for the Cherokee. 5 Bravo Juliet.
5 Bravo Juliet, you're holding for the 737 and then taxi to Dove Street.
Holding for the 737 and
that is insane looking. I don't know if you guys can
South
see
3332, you can start your
That 737 was staring right at me. It looked so cool. Look at that thing.
3332.
Oh my god, it was amazing. Freaking
swing
awesome.
this thing around so you guys can see that.
Cherokee 4 Foxtrot Golf, follow the Cessna off your right, behind Southwest, caution jet blast, taxi to parking the Alpha.
Okay, we'll be behind the Cessna to Dove Street via Alpha, 4 Foxtrot Golf.
So cool.
Damn.
4 Foxtrot Golf, we'll make the opening clear for you guys to taxi in to parking first.
Okay, appreciate that, thanks.
Coming ground, Combat 152, clear 20 right hotel, going to line.
Combat 1 on flight, John ground, taxi to parking via Bravo.
Bravo, park, Combat flight.
So here's what I have.
Yeah, that's nice. So he's a OCFC guy, and he's going to give me the right of way into
Zodi, so you still in here?
ground, Cessna 414, Mike Echo.
Cool. Okay.
So 414, Mike Echo, John, sir, we put
All right. So that is.
ACI, let's go to midfield run up, please.
So 4 Mike Echo, taxi to the midfield run of the Alpha.
You just pull in here.
Midfield run up the Alpha, 4 Mike.
Shut her down. Thank you, Brad. That is a very busy first trip to do for sure. Yeah. It has manual flaps. Little like e-brake looking thing. I like it versus the electric one just because I can feel it and control it. It's nice to be able to have that like tactile feedback. And we're almost ready to shut her down. Peace. Okay.